Alright, we're live, playing in the Pokemon Battle Park tourney. I'm running it back with the same 60 of Lugia. No matter how much I hate this deck, I always seem to do decent with it. Like, I literally despise Lugia, but, like, it loves me for some reason. So, until the wheels fall off, I guess I'll just keep running it here. I was like, trying to brew up something else, but didn't have enough time to finish it and test it out, so I didn't want to just go in with like some sort of crazy saucy list, but it did not be refined yet and go like O2 drop when I think I have a good concept, so we'll keep working on it in the background. But yeah, the exact same colorless list with the block lax Lickitung that I played on Thursday nights. And I guess like if I totally scrub out, there's a tournament later today that we can stream too. Anything but block lax, bro. Block lax is the sauce. I took the deck to League yesterday and I was not super pleased with it. Like, for whatever reason, I have like really good luck online with Lugia, but I play it in real life and I just draw Lugia hands all the time. I know it's just like variants and stuff, but it's just like super frustrating. It's just like if I want to take a deck to locals, I at least want to be able to like play the game most of the time. Like, there are decks that can like low roll and still be in the game, but like Lugia is just like not in the... I wish, PJ, but no. Hopefully the first regional this season for me will be San Antonio. Being in the Midwestern United States, going to the West Coast is a bit of a stretch for me. Okay. We're up against Chinbax. Chinpao is doing very well in Peoria. Lots of the top players are on it for that event. I think Grant Shen was like 801 going into day 2. Oh, okay. Let's do it. Yeah, well, won't unfortunately be at Sacramento. If I'm not going to Peoria, Sacramento is even more of a stretch. But we'll see. We'll see how the season goes. The next couple months are going to be having a decent control list. I feel like control has potential. It's tough to beat everything this format. So like you kind of have to pick the matchups you're okay losing to. But like yeah, you probably have a decent time into Charizard, Chinpao, Miraidon, and Mew. But then like Lost Box is just such a pain. Like I don't think you can take the Elder Lost Box. But like of course LZB isn't doing... It's not doing amazing, honestly, in Peoria. One of my locals is currently 8-2, so cheering for them. Just gotta get over to Limitless over here. I definitely did not come prepared today, per usual for me. I'm never just like fully locked in, but here we go. Oh, Counter Catcher? Yeah, that was around for... I mean, it was first printed in Crimson Invasion. Oh, Crim Manly for... My viewers, PJ, have been trying to get me to form a team. Because since they know how much I love pile shuffling, they want me to start the pile shuffle squad. But, I don't know. I didn't want to get cease and desisted by the shuffle squad. And also, I would never endorse pile shuffling. One of my locals is playing Mew. He always plays Mew. And personally, I thought going into the events, Mew was an awful call. I would not have played Mew. But 8-2-1 with Mew is pretty impressive. And like with Zard, lots of Zards being close to the top, it's pretty scary. But also like Chinpao and Miraidon are near the top, and those are... No, I don't like that acronym. I don't like that acronym. I can't do hashtag that win. That looks weird. Yeah, I've been dogging on Mew for weeks, and it's like doing a... it's doing pretty well, so it's like okay. I'm still playing 0 Mew respect to my list. There's no Drapion in here. It's just gas. I have 0 respect for Mew still. Like I feel like Mew, like I know one of there was a grabber DT on stream yesterday. But I feel like Mew has to kind of get lucky to beat some of its bad matchups. And it doesn't have enough good matchups to like really be worth considering, in my opinion. Like, I know the Chin Pao matchup's not bad. The Miraidon matchup isn't bad, like, especially if they're not teching for you. But, like, you're losing to Kyogre, you're losing to Charizard, you're probably losing to Guardy. Colorless can be tough. Single Strike can be tough. So, personally, like, I kind of don't get... Lickitung is, like, my hope to beat Charizard, because if I were taking Colorless to Peoria, I didn't want to just take the Eltazard, because I was pretty sure Zard was going to be the second or first most popular deck. So the idea up against Charizard is we open Block-Lax and either get an early lead because they cannot set up, or we force them to burn switching cards to get back into Mew or get back into their attackers. So then, if we get behind, we go boss up the Pidgeot with Luxray, take the knockout, to set up late game Iono to 3-2-1, and then Lickitung just to stick that Charizard in the active spot. Because then, like, if we can get it with 1 or 2 Lickitungs, we can finish off with Wyrdeer, and then finish off with Mew EX to one-shot the last Charizard. At least that was the idea. Also, it just came in clutch, which is like when late in the game your opponent only has 1 attacker set up, and I just go Iono you to 1 or 2, and then just lock out your 1 attacker to put it in Lugia range. It was like 70 into 220 is pretty solid math. Like, it actually should be pretty interesting in this Chin Pao matchup. Dang, this is a awkward hand. If I could get back into Block-Lax, that would be pretty good. But I bet he's only playing switchers. I guess he has canceling Cologne, but like if you're playing Cologne turn 2, like you having to Irida for Cologne just to swing, that's pretty bad. Okay, let's do this. I'm cool using research. Let's see, we prize the Lugia V-STAR, we prize the Block-Lax, just about everybody else is in there, it looks like. Hopefully we can find Ditto or Snorlax here. Neither. Mew is not that good. Oh, Mew could be good next turn. I won't be needing Luxray though. There's like nothing Luxray is good against. I hate having to do it, but I'll bench second Lugia. Oof. Well, actually, I just like block and force them to have everything in their hands. So yeah, let's just do this. We do this. The next turn, I mean, I have to find Lugia, which has been a bit of a challenge a couple of times last stream. There was times where Lugia V-STAR went missing. But now my opponent has to find either switchers to attack or Cologne to attack, alongside all like candy backs and stuff. So I like DTE Mew more personally, just because I feel like Grabber, like I'm like not a huge Grabber fan, but I feel like if Mew's going to succeed, it has to be super disruptive. Like, which one's better right now? The aggression of Fusion or the disruption of DTE? Like, in my personal opinion, I think the disruption element is stronger. I like this Lugia list. I just like hate how Lugia draws. Like, I think this list is good. This Lugia is boring and bricky, so like I'll keep playing it online. I just like don't ever wanna, I'm like never taking it to a tournament ever again. Yeah, that's where I kind of feel like too. Like going like Judge Grabber turn 1, like at least maybe could like buy you a turn, because like Mew's always taking negative prize trades. You have to find that like one chance to either just like buy an extra turn to give you a couple extra prizes. Down 2 superiors turn 2. That's a struggle. We know one of those cards is Cologne, and we know one of them is Baxcalibur. So like does not have the cards in hand. This concedes. Okay, we take that, I guess. Block-Lax is cracked. Okay. Just didn't have cards in hand. Like Block-Lax just forced them to like grab Cologne off of Irida at turn 2 instead of actually getting a good card. Like that is hilarious. I personally, like, this might sound like a hot take, but I personally believe Block-Lax is better than Lost Origin Snorlax in Lugia. Because, like, the unfaced fat Snorlax, it's very good against Tina. It's also pretty good against regular LZB. But it's, like, not a great attacker in, like, any other matchup. It's, like, okay, but there's, like, really not a whole lot of instances where you want to use it. Like, Blocklex is still good in those Lost Box matchups, but actually good against Gardevoir, actually good against Chien-Pao, actually good against Charizard. So it's, like, I want to play the card that's good more often. And like I had a game the other day where I ran the LZB player out of switches. It was awesome. It's like still super awkward. Like being 150 HP basic is like still incredibly challenging for them to deal with. Change your attack. You kind of have to go the 4 prize Kyogre. Like I guess your map is probably like 4 prize Kyogre, then either like Raikou, a Lugia, but they're probably gonna be like sticking Snorlaxes in your face. So probably your map is Greninja, Sableye, 2 Archeops to take your first 2 prizes. Assuming they're not playing Zar, because very few colorless lists are playing Zar. And then you want to finish it off with like a 4 prize Ogre, or just you can also go Raikou for 2. But usually you're gonna go Sableye, Greninja, Kyogre. Equinghorn is super clutch in that matchup. Like even if they collapse their Lumineons and stuff, it's like very hard for them to have only 1 2 prizer on the bench. Like colorless lists are not playing pennies, so any other. Wait, is someone else playing? Am I the only tongue? I might be the only tongue. We gotta scout this out. If there's anyone else playing Lickitung, you get mad respect. Wait, that's me. I did have someone who net decked the list the other day and did pretty well with it, like second in an online tournament. Like this past round. Oh, I faced Chien-Pao. I got turn 1 Blocklex and they just could not move it, so it was pretty funny. What are you playing, Robin? You're playing you're back to the normal builds. Well, Radzard is objectively a strong card. Just Lugia was the second most popular deck in Peoria. I don't want the mirror to be a coin flip. Like, I want to have some sort of advantage. And also, like, Luxray is probably one of the only ways you can beat Charizard. So, but would Radzard is objectively a strong card, like just a pretty good generalist, great in a lot of matchups. But like with how the meta has shifted, I think Luxray is more important right now. And like you can't really fit Mew Lux. I mean you can. You could like cut Dunsparce and an energy, play Radzard Luminous. It just like makes your energies like even more weird. This is where I'm at, and I'm pretty happy with it. Okay, let's see what else there's today. Because lots of Charizards, which I think Zard is a very poor matchup. Like, you go first. Like a good player though won't play into Mew. They have Pidgeot to boss around you. Like, I guess you like initiate the prize trade with like a single prizer, but then like you're wasting energies basically. But it's still tough though. Like if they can like boss a Lumineon or something just to take 2 quick prizes. There's like a lot there's like so much more that can go wrong for the Lugia player than for Charizard, I feel. Because Charizard's like gonna do what it wants to do a lot, and Lugia kind of has to draw perfectly to win, like draw and bench perfectly. Just win for sure. Like I think it's crazy that like Chien-Pao like had this crazy upswing in meta or in a meta share. Like it kind of makes sense. Like if the people were expecting Charizard to be the most played deck at Peoria, which I know a lot of people were. Chien-Pao is one of the best Zards in the game. Also has a 50-50 Lugia, still does fine into yeah, can still win Miraidon, Gardevoir, Lost Box. I don't like the inconsistency of Chien-Pao. I know it's like not like the most inconsistent deck around, but like it still is not consistent. We'll see how this ends up shaping up in Peoria. Make sure I can go on PokeStats Live real quick. We can sneak over there. I'm sure as soon as the Peoria stream starts, my stream everyone's gonna head over there, and I would too if I wasn't streaming. When is Peoria? It's currently going on. It is they're in round 12 right now. Bro, I don't like how aggressive the ads are in PokeStats. Also, light mode on this website is absolutely garbage. Okay, thank you. Okay. I don't know about that. Venomoth me on stream though is pretty wild. So here is Peoria so far at least. Like lots of Miraidons near the top. Jesse's on an absolute tear right now. Yes, 6-0. Oh, there's one I was totally shocked to see. And I don't know who let this bro cook. But Ting Lu at 7-3-1. Like Ting Lu seems so good on paper, but like you actually play it and it feels like trash because it doesn't do enough damage and never sets up. So I'm very curious to see the list here. Like, is this anything cutting edge and new, or is it just like someone who's high rolled enough with Ting Lu? Oh, it's a misreport. Oh, dang, that's so. I mean, I guess I can get it because there's like 0% chance you're 7-3-1 with Ting Lu. I like the one thing that sucks about PokeStats is the people who either just report wrong for the memes or just like, yeah. What RC said? There's like a couple arc near the top here. What arc builds are they? Because like, I feel like Arceus isn't like a date. Like, okay, you're fighting against LZB probably, but like, Chien-Pao, Miraidon, Zard would all seem, maybe just all seem pretty bad. Like depending on. I think like, if Ting Lu always set up, like, oh, you're hitting Miraidon for weakness, you're shutting down the back's caliber of Chien-Pao, you're shutting down Lost Box. But, like, getting turn 2 Land Scoop is, like, very hard. And decks just still set up through you and you do no damage, so. This is actually someone I faced at my cup a couple weekends ago, so crazy to see someone from my my area doing this well. But shout out to Wyatt. Also, someone from China here in the States playing is pretty ridiculous. And Australia, like the people who travel like across the globe to these regionals, pretty insane. Like a solid mix at the top. I'm not gonna be that guy, but I sort of called Lugia flopping in my Peoria video, so. Like, Charizard just made way too much sense for this event. Sad not to see any Goodra gamers near the top, but I do think it's very interesting that, like, Miraidon's doing so well despite the Zards near the top, because, like, Miraidon struggles into Charizard. It's very interesting. Not how... I mean, I didn't see Miraidon doing this well, honestly. I thought Charizard was a pretty solid pick going into the events. I guess Chien-Pao makes sense, like, honestly. But I didn't see Arc Piles doing well. I didn't see Miraidon. Or just, like, Mew. Like, all these Mews doing very well. It's like, dang. Who let Mew cook? Like, I know there's a lot of players who just, like, always play Mew. I guess nobody's teching for it. But, like, all these Zards near the top. As you're beating Miraidon, you're beating Chien-Pao, you probably don't take a horrible LZB. Like, if it's not Kyogre, though. Like, if these are Kyogre, that's pretty bad. Can we beat Urshi? Congrats. I guess, like, a lot of the Charizards, like, not quite at the top. They're, like, fringe here. Are they mathematically eliminated, though? Because there's still, like, 4 rounds left, right? So, 4 more wins. No, I mean, they're probably still in it, but, like... Crazy to see not much Lugia near the top. With it being the second most played deck, insane amount of hype. Definitely did not live up to the hype. Crazy. Lots of... the conversion percentage of Charizard for being the most played deck was not too bad. And like that's what was such a... I think put Charizard in like such a good spot. It's like all this Lugia hype was scaring away the Tinas. So like Zard beats Lugia, and also its worst matchups getting scared away. So it was like, I think maybe even a more optimal weekend than Brazil to play Charizard. I don't think Charizard is going to be this good again for a long time. Like, of course, not every Charizard is doing well. Lots of them made it. Like, I just based off like a rough count here, I would guess Charizard's probably the most played deck in day 2. Like, unless you like lump all Lost Box builds together. What's up, Pokemon Collector? I'm so excited to potentially go to some regionals this year. Like, I miss it so much. Just like watching the streams here, that's like refreshing Poke stats every round to see how other people are doing. It's like, I really want to do this sometime. Hopefully soon. Is you talking about this Lugia list? I don't know. I just don't like Lugia for best of 1. Like, I personally, I know I play lots of Lugia on this channel, but I hate Lugia. Like, I despise this deck. And I only play it because I have the sauce here, basically. Like, honestly, if I were going to Peoria, I probably wouldn't have played this deck. Like, I just hate the variance factor of it. Like, how crazy your swings can be from literally, like, a theme deck to best deck in format. Like, at least if I, like, somewhat low roll with Lost Box, I'm still able to, like, do stuff. I still can stay in the game. If I'm low rolling with Lugia, I'm pretty much dead. Like, I can't do anything. No, Zorobox never the play, bro. Zoro, like, look at this. Okay, Miraidon, good matchup. Charizard, good matchup. I guess Mew's probably not bad, but Chin-Pao with Lost Box, Rapid Strike, yourself, they're all not so good. Oh, you guys can just watch Peoria. I don't mind. I would watch that over me anyway. Even though I'm not a big fan of the high intelligence comments that the Twitch chat provides, like all the experts that are in the chat. Oh man, Tor's having a rough day too. I guess taking 1L is like pretty rough. Dang, Guardy loses to Zard, they say. 3-0 versus Zard on the day. Chin-Pao is just tough. Because like, if they can get that early Cologne, it's just, or the early Cologne switchers, it's just really tough. Like a very interesting day too. Like kind of what we'd expect in like such a wide open meta. Like a lot of Tina's near the bottom too. Like I don't think Tina is that bad of a play. Like with all these Charizards, like I guess you just like are probably like not hitting. Well, I guess not hitting a single Charizard would be kind of tough. That is wild. Literally just not hitting a Charizard when like most of the room day 2 is Zard. Where's the next Tina at here? There has to be one close to the top, right? One Charizard. A United Wings, but yeah, like that's just that's really tough. These Tina players have like the worst luck hitting Zards. Like they just are allergic to facing their best matchup, I guess. 704. Yeah, here we go. That's more like it. Like that's what Tina wants to do. It wants Zard. Does not want Lugia. No, United Wings was never a solid play. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. But that kind of tragic to see Tina doing so bad. It doesn't feel like it's too bad of a meta call, but like I guess like you're not playing Drapion, so Mew's kind of weird. You're losing to Lugia. Miraidon is sketchy. I mean, I believe it. It's the most popular deck right now. I mean, the collectors might want it because it's Charizard. And it's the most popular deck in standard format, so yes, I am tandem. I'm playing in Battle Park. People listened to XYZ and started playing some Zorobox, so bad news for them maybe? Actually, no, 2-0. Hold up. Zorobox is the sauce. I lied. 1-0. Beach and Bow. I was like literally trashing Zorobox. Let's see if bro's got anything spicy in here. No, this is like what everyone's been playing for a while with. Well, I guess like this Scovillain's kind of. What does that Scovillain even do? Like it's the different. No, not that one. That was the one that was always good. No, I don't want to train Pikachu. Why are these ads so aggressive? But why would you play this Scovillain? Like, you're not hitting any fire. Like, fire weakness isn't hitting anything. So, what? Like, it's not even one-shotting Charizard. Fire weakness is irrelevant. But you have the other Scovillain that's just better. Like, this Scovillain just one-shots. Like, bro, but this Pikachu is annoying. I don't care about Deluxe Pikachu. Bruh. I want to look at Scovillain. If you can dodge LZB, like, I also probably have a fine Miraidon matchup. Like, I have some of them, don't even get me started on that, PJ. That was last stream. I realized that like, how is this reality? The best art list on here is this. I don't know how, and I'm not going over it again. It was a very sad day. Like, give me Sylveon Zard. Like, I don't. If you're gonna play some crazy stuff in Charizard, like, who let bro cook? That's not it. I don't get it. Like, why? I guess like if you can dodge Lost Box, basically. That's pretty embarrassing, Robin. Yeah. Honestly, I probably should have banned you. I think Sylveon Zard is interesting. I saw it on stream yesterday. And I think the person's list was not amazing, but I like the concept. Like, why would you ever play the other Charizard EX? I just like this seems like such a bad card. Like, surely there's some like you just have to be like high rolling for that card to be good, right? Because you have to have basically 2 Charizards set up. And like you're rarely getting that early, and like the strength of it is early because your output is like I was like the strength of it is it gives you an early big damage option when your other Charizard isn't hitting for much, but like those lists are playing like 1/1 Pidgeot, so like you're not setting up that great. Like, yeah, you have Sylveon, I guess, but. Also, the one guy was playing Mew EX, and I didn't get that either. Like, it literally cost him almost 2 games. Or, it cost him game 1, and he, like, opened it game 3, but I don't want any weak Supervisors on my bench. Especially, like, Mew, like, I probably... Yeah, and, like, by the late game, the other Charizard's just better. Oof, I'm sorry, Red. I just think that like it's gonna make a liability like way more often than it's gonna be useful. Like, what are you using it for? You play 1/1 Pidgeot, you're not gonna have crazy combos where you can like boss Frog. It just seems like there's a lot of greedy cards in that list where it's just like, yeah, if everything's going amazing, I'm totally destroying you. But like if I'm like low rolling or just like not drawing incredibly hot, I'm playing like a 58 card list. Noivern? Yeah, there was a Noivern. Let's it took the L. It's Lost Box Noivern, Rigid Van stuff. Alright. I think the list could be better, honestly, like. But that's what your own Zard is for. You're playing Charizard. I think Mew realistically belongs in like 2 decks this format, and everyone was like playing it in everything. Like, if you really feel like it, sure, play it in Miraidon, but I don't think it's needed there. I think it's good in colorless, and you can play it in if you count Goodra as a legitimate deck, which I do. Play it in that. Other than that, I don't think you should be playing Mew in anything else, honestly. Like, it doesn't really make sense. Because like most of the decks that can charge it up, Cherrim Snorlax, yeah, it is down there. Most of the decks that can charge up Mew quickly already have Brady Greninja at their disposal. It's like part of the strength of it is like the unexpected Moonlight Shuriken, so that goes away. Like you can one shot a Tyranitar, but like Tina doesn't care. It's gonna one shot a T-Tar anyway. Already has the Reading Greninja option, like Charizard. I don't know, I just feel like Guardy doesn't need it though. Like Guardy already has a lot. Like honestly, I think Tord Guardy like was the like by far the most optimal list to play it. And like I was kind of having trouble like figuring out how I could fit Penny in, because like I wanted to play Penny or Thornton if I was going to Peoria. I just like there's not a whole lot of upside to the card, because the Guardy is gonna be starting off behind 99% of the time, and Mew's most of the time gonna be a 2-for-2 trade, which Guardy doesn't want to be doing. Guardy wants to be one-shotting a 2-prizer with its little guy, and like do that twice, close with a Zacian. So like Mew really only is gonna work in like an aggressive deck like Lugia, or like a more defensive deck like Goodra that's like still gonna be putting the pressure on, but has to have like Mew to supplement that Goodra. Like a deck that's starting out behind, it makes very little sense for Mew to work. Like I feel kind of a similar way about Entei and Charizard. I think Entei is like a better 2-prizer in Charizard, but it never feels great to swing with Entei because almost always it's gonna be a negative prize trade. But like Mew you're using even later in the game when it's even more likely to get knocked out. So I think like Mew is an incredibly strong card in a vacuum. Its attack can be literally put in any deck, but that doesn't mean it like you should be playing it in every deck. But like Zard doesn't need it. Like what does Zard need it for? Okay, copying Moonlight Shuriken is kind of neat, but then they're just gonna knock me out. Like by the time you're using Mew, it's already late enough in the game where Charizard is good. Like you're not high rolling into turn 2 Mew plus boss Shuriken play. And like then at that point Mew's a 2-for-2 trade, and that's like one less Charizard they have to knock out and win. Because like the strength of Charizard is by that late game, I have a 330 HP Pokemon that's one-shotting you. I'm Ionoing you to 2 cards, and you have to get through that Charizard to win. I don't think Chin Pao needs it, because like Chin Pao already has the frog and already can one-shot anything. I guess like the ability is the best part about it in Chin Pao, but like I'm just dropping the barrel. Like I don't think it makes, the only part of it that makes sense in Chin Pao is the ability, but like you're already gonna have the barrel down. I just like don't get it. Like, how does it make sense in the Charizard deck? Because it's not like I can use like circumvent dropping a Charizard in the late game and use my Mew EX to close out a game without having Rare Candy. Mew is gonna have to get triggered by a Charizard because its attack is expensive. So like at that point in the game, I'd rather just be pressing Burning Darkness. All right, we're up against a turbo build. No Ogre, but there is a Shaman. Personally, I was like thinking like, okay, Chin Pao is doing well. I want to try it, but I just like, it's Chin Pao. It's hard to get excited over it. I just like, it was if I hate how little control Lugia has on the game overall, like, here, let me show you Chin-Pao. It's just, Chin-Pao has, like, even less control than Lugia does. Like, yeah, it's got, like, one Iono. Yeah, it's got Greninja Cologne stuff to, like, wipe the opponent's board, like, 1 or 2 times in a game. But, like, if your opponent starts faster than you, you're, like, never catching up. Like, it's kind of... I don't like decks like that. Like, if I'm playing... I at least want decks with, like, some sort of comeback potential, like, some ways where I can... I honestly, like, if I would have gone to Peoria, I would have probably played Kyogre. It would have been between Kyogre and Goodra for me. I probably still would have played Goodra because I genuinely feel like I got the Goodra sauce. And also Goodra beating Lugia and beating Zard, that'd be a pretty solid day overall. But we couldn't get there. I know, like Chin-Pao, like, yeah, there is some skill to the deck. Like, I'm not saying it's brainless. Like, but like once you like know your like core game plan of like, I set up 2-bit barrels against Lost Box, I set up 2-bit barrels against Guardy, you're just like sort of in autopilot. Like, if you get the window to Moonlight Shuriken, then you do it. If not, you're either just like still blowing everything up with the Chin-Pao. It's like, I probably would have just played like a very minimally teched. Ooh, his hand's rough. Kyogre list. Like, people playing like Shaman and all this crazy stuff. I'm just like, bro, I just want to play good cards in my deck. And you still can beat Zard. I just kind of hate tax. I feel like that's like one of the biggest pitfalls a lot of lesser experienced players fall into, is like they just want to attack and beat everything. But the more you try to beat, the less you beat. Like, the less your deck is going to function. Like, how do you be like, I'm playing 3 Nest Balls or 2 Nest Balls in LZB. You know what? Like, their hand's so weak. I just like want to do this. Like, how do you justify playing Shaman or Tropius and a Grass Energy over like another good energy and a Nest Ball or an Artisan? Like, a card that's gonna help you like way more often. Like, I know Charizard was 15% of the room. Like, that's cool. But okay. Lickitung is the sauce though. No, like Lickitung, yeah, it's a target. It is a tech card, yeah. But like Lost Box can beat Charizard without playing some crazy stuff like Shaman and Tropius. I don't think Colors can, and like also Lickitung's just kind of funny just for the stream. Like, honestly, like if I were taking this deck to event, I probably wouldn't play Lickitung unless it like truly cracks the Zard matchup. Because Ditto can be 4th Lugia, or it can be a Snorlax or something. There's like never a game where I'm using... Like, I'm barely using 2 Lugias, so... Just having the Ditto is like another starter that can be anything, just more versatility. Wait, did they bench no Tinas? I think if you can fit Ditto, sure, but like, what are you putting Ditto instead of? Like, it could be cool. Like, it's basically just fifth Comfy, and that's never bad. You never... Wait, what? Oh, he's gonna go Moonlight Shuriken. But then I can Mew EX into this. Oh yeah, Mew EX is cleaning up. I know my hand sucks, but can I just like top deck an Ultra Ball, please? I won't say anything negative about Lugia ever again. I'm the biggest Lugia supporter on the planet. I really need to make a video about tech cards. I just like... I have a Pokemon confession. Like, I hate watching... I don't know, like, videos like where you just like explain like strategy like without any cool editing. They're fun and all. But like, it's something that I listen to while I'm doing something else. Like I'm like half paying attention to them. So if it's content that I don't personally want to watch, like I feel pretty gross about like making it. I don't know. I'm strange. Okay, I get a setup. That's cool. Oops, not that card. I want this card. I'm just like always there's like guide videos I want to make, but I also want to make them like entertaining. Like I don't want to just like have a video of me just like talking to the camera for 15 minutes because no one wants to look at my face for 15 minutes straight. Like let's be real here, not even I want to do that. So I just like eventually I'll get good enough so I can do cool stuff like that, but I'm not there yet. So and also I just like the way this content creation meta works, like why would I spend X like 4 hours editing like a cool video that's like it's like gonna be practical? I guess cause it's helpful. I guess like being helpful is cool. Is it just like kind of disheartening when you spend like 3-4 hours editing a guide video that you feel like is really good and then just does like half as good as like an actual video that you spent like an hour on and 2 hours on? It's just like I can spend half the time and get double the views. Like what am I doing here? Like I'm still gonna make those like more in-depth guide videos because they're useful and people definitely like them. It's just like when you only have a limited time in the week to make content and you spend a decent part of that making a guide video like that and just like doesn't pop off, it's just like mentally it's like, well, why did I do that? Like why do I do that when I can just like play Venomoth for 30 minutes and get double the views? It's like, I know views aren't everything, but it's just like it's like the YouTube algorithm thing. I don't know. You're only running one therapeutic. Staring at YouTube analytics is tough. Don't if any of you guys ever think about making content, don't do that. It's a bad habit to get into. I mean, Artina's like not a good deck, so oh yeah, you're fine, Robin. You're fine. Okay, thank you. I'll take that. Now you can't play row. Now we do that. I could have gone MEW EX, honestly, and just wiped the board there, but that would have been too cool. I just like leave energies in there. I don't know. I've been fine. I like had like sort of like a busy last 2 days, so I haven't made a ton of content, but I'm still doing fine. I watched quite a bit of Peoria yesterday. I'm so excited for the next couple months. Like hopefully the amount of Pokemon cards I'm able to I'm selfishly very happy with attending more events. All right, cool. Deck is busted. I watched quite a few rounds, and I was keeping up with it too, because I knew some people that were there, so I was like, oh yeah, I gotta check up on my. Oh dear. So I put the pumpkin in. Yeah, I've had the pumpkin in here the entire time. I'm never cutting Pumpkaboo. I like it. There've been so many games I'm like lost because I like prize pumpkin. It's just like, well, I can't bounce this path. I can't win. So I'm always playing Pumpkaboo. I think a lot of the Miraidons are doing well. Our path builds also. Probably. Ooh, make your channels a YT banner. That's always cool. Let me know if you need any help, Sid. I'm more than happy to help you out for the amount of time you spend in my chat every week. I'm more than happy to give back a little bit. Yeah, I feel like if you're not playing Pumpkaboo, you are trolling. What percentage of these Miraidon builds are path? Because I feel like you should be path. Yeah, path is in a majority of these builds. Kind of like Chin Pao. I just hate how like little control the beach court build Miraidon has over their opponent. Like, you're just like really hard betting that Rondo slash Blaster turn 2 is gonna be turn 2 or turn 1 is gonna be enough to just like carry you. Like, early aggression is gonna win. It's gonna win you the game. At least you Path and Judge and Iono and stuff to be like, even more annoying. Pumpkaboo's one of those cards though that like it's not gonna be good every game. But like it feels so horrible when you do face that Path deck and they do get that turn 1 Path and your only out is Aroma or Ultra Ball. It's just like, well, I can't do anything. Like when your whole deck revolves around that one ability, and that pumpkin increases the odds of getting that, getting the full effect out of that card. Like you kind of have to play it. I feel like Dunsparce is pretty good for Miraidon, but you're still going Robin. Let's critique Robin's list here. Yeah. Wait. You're not playing Dunsparce. What is bro doing? Yeah. I mean, that's just like my own personal opinion. Like, I've also played Squawkabilly for a while, but I was just like, eh. I finally gave up on the Squawk, but I still don't think Squawk is bad. And all the more cards you can add to increase your probability of using Summoning Star for 2 Archeops on turn 2 is like good. Or also it's like sort of finding the balance with colorless, because you also have to, like, your 220 is not doing enough. 180 on a single pricer is not going to be enough. So you also have to find the right balance of other attackers. So it's colorless is just, I don't know. I just don't like Lugia. I really am not a Lugia person. Dunsparce is fine. Like, is Dunsparce, like, Dunsparce won me that last game. Like, it's like good against Turbo and Miraidon. Is that gonna be more useful than Charizard? I feel like Charizard is a little less needed now with Mew, because like one of the things that Charizard was like really good for is it could one-shot a T-Tar, or it could one-shot a Dragonite. But like Mew can do the same thing. I don't like Mesagoza. Like, I am world's #1 Mesagoza hater. And that's definitely rubbed off to the folk in my Discord. Yeah, also for the mirror tech list, like if I get the early lead, I just drop Dunsparce and you're never getting back into the game against me. So two Burnets is cringe though. Burnet over 3rd research, no. You're gonna, yeah, I'll Iono you to 2 and you'll be using Burnet and I'll be just card draw 7. It's fine. I played Mesagoza at one point. Like, when I was testing for NAIC, one deck I was in like a good spot with Single Strike. And I played way too many games of just like hitting tails on multiple Mesagozas while I watched my opponent hit heads on it. And it was just like so disheartening. I was like, I give up on this. Like, at least with Great Ball, it's RNG, but also it's not RNG that's gonna help my opponent. Like, and also Great Ball will probably be thinning at the worst. Like, I can grab Drapion when it's not useful. I can grab D or Pumpkin or an excess Lugia when that's not useful. When Mesagoza is not hitting, it's just like it's so bad. So like, yeah, I'm personally running the Pump Vac Collapsed. I feel like you should be playing at least one Vacuum, or you're just like, it's just too good for the Miraidon matchup. Like, if they go early Charmed Miraidon EX and you're not playing back, and then you have to like weird your early, and that's weird. Battle match is just pretty scuffed. Like, I might be over attacking for it. With the Dunsparce, with the Vac. I mean, I'm not playing Radstar. But also then I go over here and be like, yeah, this Miraidon thing is pretty good. Like, I don't want to be losing to this deck. Lots of like all the Mahomes boys are doing pretty well with JW Jesse. Pretty impressed. I think Mahomes went like 4-3 drop or something. 11-1. That is wild. And Mew at 10-2. Brent with Guardy. That is wild too. Absolutely crazy. Mahone is one of the OGs. Always sucks to like start like 3-0. Like I think he was 3-0, then they put him on stream, he lost, and he finished like 4-3 drop. Like that's so depressing. I have not got a sponsor. I've gotten one. I got my first like ever sponsor request like a couple days ago. It was funny, but it's like not anything I'd ever be interested in. So Mahone's fine. He's like kind of does his own thing. It's like weird because he's like, you see with like some of the like he's a serious competitive player, but like posts mostly like more fun deck content, which is like kind of funny because like Azul, Omnipoke, like they're like pretty competitive stuff. I guess Azul does like a lot of silly stuff too, but like for the most part is competitive stuff. Like Mahone is like, it was like for some like crypto NFT thing. Like I'm not doing anything with that kind of stuff. So it's like I like okay, whatever. Like I'm not. No, it was like some sort of crypto thing. Like I'm not putting my name behind any sort of stupid cryptocurrency. It's fun. I'm doing okay over here. No, it was like something weird. It was just like, we provide the best gamer like crypto infused blockchain game thing, and it's just like, and I Google the companies, like their stock has dropped like 60% over the last year. It's like, yeah, I don't want to put my name behind this. Like I'm just like not gonna just be like, yeah, this is good, when I'm not just gonna take the money and ask no questions. It's like, well, and there's no way they're like paying all my bills when I'm like over here with a relatively small community. Like I'm not gonna be, I never want to be one of those guys who just like puts their name behind whatever just for the money and does not give any, or does not care at all what happens to their followers. Just like, that is NordVPN. The way I figure it, like if I keep doing a good job over here, people keep enjoying the content, eventually the time will come when people want to work with me. So as long as I keep doing my part, doing my job, I'm not worried about, like, I'm in a fine enough position where like I don't have to worry about money, so it's fine. I didn't even ask. Like it wasn't like, it was just like, here, you willing to work with us? Send us back another email. It's like, no, I'm not working with crypto. Like I'm not doing that. Depends on the person and the amount of money, XYZ. We could I mean, you know my you know where the DMs are. You can send an offer. Literally PayPal me like $25. Sure, we can work it out. It was in cryptos, dude. That'd be funny though. There's been like way too many of those like stupid scams. It's just like, I'm not touching that. I'm not getting close to that. Oh, I see you at 2-0 Salty Steak. Playing DTE. With the grabbers, busted Zach. Beating the Venomoth round 2. I don't take codes. Have you seen how many credits I have? I don't need codes. Hey, congrats, Tandem. Are you playing today? Oh, oh yes, you are. You lost round 1. Oh, you Salty Steak beat you. Oh, that's kind of funny. I got enough credits for a little while here. I'm fine. I'm not struggling. If you gave me 2K credit or 2K codes, I'd give it away. I wouldn't even, I would never buy that. Yeah, salty steak is definitely goated. Straight arc. Let's see what Ethan over here is cooking. Oh no, this pile. Oh dear. And you beat a Miraidon? That's pretty impressive. Like, Miraidon just takes the first knockout against you and is like, I kind of lose. Like, they go knockouts, Raichu. Like, you can't really bench Pidgey. All right, you'll have to let me know how that goes, Tog. You know, you know me over here. I always like to bring the heat. Well, Mew's like gonna be beating most arc builds. Like if Mew win, especially if DT wins the coin flip, like you can back it up. Like it's not. How'd you win then, Tandem? That is that's kind of crazy. You do have comeback potential in this list. I guess like punch and stuff. I just seems like it'd be really rough. You have to like brick your opponent like out and like I guess like sometimes like Miraidon like burns itself out early. Like if it has to use all its generators to get early pressure, can't establish Flaffies. And then you can like Iono and they just like slowly crumble because they have to like push all their resources in early. There's a Regidrago deck that's actually good. I don't believe it, but oh, you wish there was a Regidrago deck. Yeah, Regidrago or Arctina just doesn't do anything. I do not know why you'd play Arctina right now. That happens sometimes. That's gonna happen everywhere. Yeah, it's okay. Everyone's got to start somewhere. Like, I try not to like flame my opponents like when they do something kind of silly, but yeah, everyone's got to start somewhere. What deck just like loses to Path Judge? Cause like Mew is working and it Path Judge prays into like half of its matchups. Like is it 6-0? It's literally 6-0. It's okay. Wait, no, not quite 6-0. It is currently 5-0 in this tourney. How about 6-0? Path and Pray works. Also a no one text for you. Like, not that I think you necessarily should have teched from you. Yeah, that's pretty good. DT is cracked. Oh, Salty Steak is absolutely goated. I really don't want to face you. I have like zero respect for you in this list. I'm just like block lax early to slow you down. Cause you play like 2 switches, right? Like your list is definitely a little skinny on the switches. Oh yeah, I'm just block lax spamming you and hope that that's enough. You have to save 1 switch against me. So if I block lax early into like chunky Lugias, block lax always finds a way, Robin. We just don't face Guardy. What is Guardy? Bro, I'm like still mad about that I'm like deep down I'm still mad about that one late night. So you at least you won. Like the one time you beat me, you actually got money out of it. Like these ones, like in the grand scheme of things, this is kind of pointless. Like no one's keeping track, but it's okay, Robin. You can't help those you don't want to be helped. It's fine. I should have played the spicy Sablezard deck. I really should have. You got one of the 5 goes here. I'll put them on screen right now. Who wants them? I have like, oh wait, they haven't even sent them out yet. Here, people, here's some codes. Enjoy. Here, enter bid. Get them. Tell me what you pulled. Well, also, Fusion Mew is much better at overcoming its bad matchups. Because like Mew can steal games by going Judge Path Grabber, or just going Path Grabber, or just doing stupid Mew stuff. But Fusion is like, if early Meloetta pressure is, you should not be playing Tomb. Like there's zero reason to be playing Tomb. So, I mean, one of my locals is day 2 with Fusion Mew in Peoria. It was 8-2-1 at one point. I don't know how he's doing now. Let's check over here on the side. I should have brought the Spicy Sables art list. I just wasn't confident enough in it yet. Oh, he's 8-3-1 now in the Mew mirror. Crazy stuff. Nah, Salty and I are gonna play next round for sure. It's bound to happen. But like, if you're searching for Tomb early on instead of like an actually good Pokemon, like either things are going really well or things are going like really bad with like Tomb and Prey that it breaks your opponent, or you like, already have the best possible setup. It's like you don't need that ball search card. Okay. Go ahead, blame me. I did get totally screwed yesterday because I faced, at League, I faced an Regidrago who dropped Tomb first turn against me. It's like, well, I can't do anything. That's just like locals who tech for Mew because like Mew's everywhere around here. If you just like want to play Mew, just like play this list. It's pretty good. And plus, you just like you go first and always grab or away the Spirit Tombs. Like it doesn't really matter. Like they can play Tomb, it just always instantly goes to the bottom of their deck. I can't really see the channel icon from here. Oh, you deleted all your old videos? Tragic. I like the logo though. That's pretty sick. I hope Path does not come back. I don't think it's not as toxic as something like VIP. It's cool to have like a check for other stuff. It's just like, I don't know. Like surely there's like a lot more toxic cards in format than Path, but I still don't want really. How about we have a Silent Lab reprint? Come on. No. Silent Lab reprint to just like shut down LZB. That'd be so funny. I'm down for that. Let's no, Swell was like, well, like Swell was like cool as that like excuse. God, reprint which one? Trash Lanch and Garbatoxin? Sure. Let's do it. With just Lost Vacuum and I don't know, like, just like when you go back to like those old formats where like decks had to play like 3 blowers just because of Garb, like that's kind of toxic. Like I have to play 3 objectively useless cards just so I don't lose to something. Like that's pretty bad. I'm saying this as someone who like played through both times Garb was printed. Oh, I wish I had some of my old lists that I played, honestly. Since they were in juniors and stuff, they're just lost. If you didn't cut with them in juniors, they're just lost. But, this format was pretty cool. I didn't make it into Top Cut, but, let's see if I can find someone who... Oh, yeah, I played this. This is what I played. Not this list, but this was the deck that I played. This deck was so cool. Oh man, I love Jesse Tails. My list was different than this. I did not play the same 60 as Igor, but that's what I brought. I just like can't show my list because I got like I got top 16 in juniors. So Lickitung is supposed to be there for Charizard. you like try to use. All right, we're against the mirror match. No Dunsparce. Zard though. Like the goal against Zard is I open with Lax to slow them down, and they have to use switches early on to get around Snorlax or just give us the lead basically. That then we'll Luxray to KO Pidgeot, and then we have like Lickitung as a way to come back in the late game. I just don't want to take the Eldazard because it is the most popular deck in Peoria. So like, Lickitung's like my shout you out. Shout out to everyone in chat. You're absolutely legends. Ditto MEW. Dang. I'd rather have a Path to the Peak than Garb. Because like most decks are playing stadiums anyway. There's like very few decks that like just have to play stadiums because Path exists. Like there's enough good stadium cards. It's like Lugia would still play Collapsed. So just like having to play like more than just like I have to play like 2-3 Lost Vacuums in this list because at any point Garbatoxin is just gonna shut off my only Primal Turbo. I guess like maybe if they made Garbatoxin only for rule boxes. But if it's just like old Garbatoxin, oh, that's just like you look at something like Greninja having to play 4 blowers just because. And there was actually a period before Guardians Rising, like the Up to Sun and Moon era, where there was no tool remover. So as soon as Garbatoxin got put down, there were no abilities for the rest of the game. That was pretty bad. The only thing that could remove tools was Beedrill EX. That was pretty toxic. You gotta bench stuff. Like, don't you just like bench one Arceus Marp and like eventually you'll win the games? Like, don't bench anything that can get trapped. And you should be fine. Just go straight Arc, right? Coffee's the play though. Going first is good. Then don't evolve the Arceus. Don't evolve it until after they use their first Moth. Like Power Edge is still enough to take early prize cards. And like they're doing still little damage. Eventually you'll hit enough heads on Confusion, right? Alright, please Ultra Ball or Aroma double heads, please. I love Capturing Aroma. I love Capturing Aroma. I love Capturing Aroma. My favorite card ever printed. Alright, please. Heads, okay. Cool. This gets me Arch. I Ultra Ball out the Arch. We're chilling here. I don't really want to dump the Wyrdeer, but like, whatever. I want to have Deer as an option. Also, like dumping a Lugia is pretty crappy too. I maybe should just held the Ultra maybe. Sure. Oh, I priced my other Lugia V, so that was kind of dumb. Then yeah, I definitely should have dumped Wyrdeer. Yeah, people who don't drop are definitely pretty cringe. I do forget to drop sometimes though. I've done that a couple times. Alright, bust a deck. Pinching your Lumineon so they can't grab her. What a play, Robin. Oh, dang. So I can't really set up second Lugia, because I mean, I was going to research this hand anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter too much. And putting the gift on the Lugia means that we're going to get 2 prizes next turn. Like, if they had a... Yeah, some people who are just lazy about it. There's like sometimes where like I'll like end stream and I'll like forget to drop, so it's just like, oops, that's an L. I want to discard the Iono, so hopefully they don't Iono me. This hand is just insane. What deck are you talking about, Darlo? Because I think Erica could be cool in like a DT MEW deck. But overall, I don't think you need or Erica doesn't make sense in too many different things. Okay, let's just grab research. Yeah, I think you could play one Erica in DT. I don't hate that. I don't know, Robin. I'll just grab the pumpkin. Lickitung actually is potentially cool in this matchup, so I'm gonna keep it around. All right, we get the two dudes down. The Dream Lugia scenario. They actually didn't play supporters. Like, their hand's probably pretty good. Congrats, Marb. Absolutely busted player. Yeah, we don't really need therapeutic. Or even the V guard. Do I really need? I can't put a DC down. Like, that's. I guess we'll just do this. Sure. Then I'll put V guard on the deer so like they can't chase that down this turn. Like if they're playing boss, they're chasing one of those two. Ankle. Not good, Robin. Really not good. Wow, Tandem, that's pretty impressive. Did they just like draw really bad? Or do you just like break them off a what's it called? Off a judge path? Burnet? Okay, no, not yet. Well, I think if it's all you can do, Robin, then sure, you gotta stay in the game. But they then can just boss KO only Archeops, and then they can pretty easily get through your only attacker. You're not gonna have energies in play to use Deer. You have Drapion. It's just like still not ideal. What has the one? Or no, double Archeops. Okay. Why didn't they? Oh no, never mind. If they had Luxray, I'd be a lot more scared, but I'm not. They don't, so I'm not really scared. So I'd probably Deer next turn. They go Zard. I don't like how they were able to bench. Like that was kind of good for them. But still, if I just Deer, it's like, okay, Jet off the top is pretty cracked. So I need 8 energies to take this knockout. So this is currently 4, 5. So that's 200. So this would be 210. Okay, let's just go ahead and do it. Like then I can Lugia KO Rads, or Mew KO Rads, or Lugia can KO whatever else they have, or vice versa, whatever. They don't have another Lugia in play. So 210. So I just need DT and I'll do the other gift just so like we still have some good cards left. So that is enough, right? 310, that's plenty. That's just thin. We don't want to. Oh, I'll grab the Lumineon. Well, actually, I'm playing Iono this turn. No, do I? I put the energies back in. I push closer to boss. Sure. I don't really want to do the Archeops though. Like, I don't want to put the energies on the damage Lugia. Yeah, Wyrdeer is pretty good. We just threw into our other energies, so that's kind of silly. Alright, Side Shield. Whoa, Robin, that's pretty fortunate. How did you take your first 3? Did they just like not have anything? Were they just kind of slow? Alright, well they go Radzard. I go Mew. I go Mew with Gift Energy on it, and then that's like pretty much the game. Okay, they Snorlax. They have to be able to finish with Lugia, I think. Like they have to just put the big Lugia in my face and just be like, you cannot KO this. Oh, not Playground Poppy Ninja is like kind of cringe. Yeah, especially in an open list. Like, you gotta see that coming. I mean, 3 no's is still awesome, but that's kind of crazy. So we're gonna get Combustion Blast. Our poor Wyrdeer is gonna get knocked out. But I think we just started way too fast. It's really hard to come back into the game when your opponent has, like, takes the first 2 prizes. You have no Luxray. Like, sure, you can do this Radzard stuff, but I started 4 prizes ahead, so you can take 2 prizes next turn, but like still doesn't really matter. I can keep thinning out the deck. I want Gift Energy and a DTE. I can just drop the DT on Lugia, because like if they're going around Lugia, then they leave Mew in play. So let's just make sure there's never any opportunity for my opponents to get back in this one. Luxray and that guy will be useless. We can just get the dunce. I can just, like, it doesn't matter. I'm always taking knockout next turn. Yeah, it's pretty, it's difficult to function in mirror with a one Archeops. Alright, well, we just hack. And what's funny about this interaction is even if my opponent doesn't KO this Mew, which they're going to, but the way Charizard's attack reads is it cannot use Combustion Blast on the next turn. I could still use Genome Hacking, because the attack that I used Genome Hacking as my attack, but copied Combustion Blast. So this Mew can still attack next turn. This was an old interaction back in the day with Zoroark Break attacking a Metagross GX back in the day. Ah, those were the days. Metagross. How many of you guys remember Metagross? That deck was like, are they like just not tank decks anymore? Like, they just don't work. Okay. Oh, you genome hack and just hope I don't have boss. Well, what do you know? Too new. A deck like Metagross would never succeed in today's meta. I'll pull it up afterwards, but a 2-shot deck that's healing every turn. Oh no. I think PCGL canceled after like one genome hack copy, right? I mean, it used to with a Cross Fusion Strike. That'd be funny. It was just a funny interaction because Zoroark Break could copy Giga Hammer and the attack grid. You couldn't use Giga Hammer on the next turn, but Zoroark Break's attack was foul play, so it could still use foul play. You just have all the bosses. Feels good. D to F block. Back in my day, we didn't have these fancy regulation marks. It was boundaries crossed on. That was all we knew. It's funny, but like I'm an old guy in this community, and yeah. I love how black and white is like vintage now. Like that's my favorite, because like that was childhood. That was the set, but that was awesome era. Yveltal EX. Oh man. I played Yveltal a little bit. Yveltal Maxis was a sick deck. Yeah, I played that at one regionals. Yeah, I think all of us wish that. There's some pretty expensive cards in that stuff now. All right, should we go find Metagross for all you it probably is actually here, right? I mean, Metagross was, there we go. Didn't do particularly well, but the idea of this deck is Metagross let you attach energy to your active. So you set up like 3 Metagross, because like you have the GX attack to like really set up your hand really well. And you just retreat between your Metagrosses and Max Pot. And you had a big unkillable 250 HP Pokemon that was 2-shotting you. Back in the free attack beacon setup. Onix was pretty broken in a Malamar for a bit. Deck was cool. I never really played it. I was more of like I played Desi Tails. I just beat up on this deck because even though Desi Tails couldn't really, if they got to like the Metagross loop, it couldn't keep up. But Desi Tails was just so good at like sniping all their Beldums, so they couldn't set up at all. Because back in my day, we had Force of Giant Plants. What an amazing card. Deck is cracked. This is probably closer to what I played. I didn't play Max Potions. But I think I played the 2-1 split like that. I definitely did not play Mewtwo. The play for juniors back in the day was just like minimally tacked. Or you just played with whatever beat Reagan. Like that was the play. Oh man. Those are hot juniors. Fun times. Mahone playing. This deck was cool. What did they use Shell Trap for? Oh, why did they use Turtonator? What was the play for that? I can't remember. That's kind of noob. I don't know. I haven't played Expanded in a very long time. So I have no idea. Alright, let's go back over here. I guess my opponent never reported the win. That's funny. I just went off and did something else and never reported the win, so. Robin at 3-0. You'd love to see it. Beating the DTE for me as well. Guardy versus the DTE. Alright. I mean, I played a lot of Expanded back in the day. Like, back when there was Expanded Regionals and stuff. I don't really... I haven't played Expanded in a very long time. Because, like, not really a point to it. Like, when was the last time I played an Expanded tournament? It's been a very long time. Probably somewhere on this page. Oh, wait. Is that it? No, I thought I passed one. Yeah, last time I played one. February 2022. I've not played it, and that's probably the last time I played a single game of Expanded. Oh, Trashapult. What an amazing deck. Yeah, so I've not touched Expanded in a very long time. It'd be cool though, like, if they were to clean up Expanded, either like rotation, bans, erratas, and then like start having Expanded tournaments again. I think that'd be pretty interesting, pretty neat, or made like some other alternate format aside from Standard, because like most of you guys probably don't remember this, because like this is before a lot of people got in there. But like if you go back to like pre-COVID, like let's just go to, I mean 18-19 would, well no, 18-19 was like kind of like the last time they really started having it Expanded. So like they had, oh no, like how many Expanded regionals? Like not equivalent to Standard, but they still had quite a few of them. So there's actually something else to, like, Standard is still dominated, but like at least there were other formats, I guess. Yeah, there was, I guess, like a lot of the Expanded was like early in the year. But now they it's O2 drops their top 8s. Oh, well, that's pretty neat. I get so nostalgic looking at some of these old tournaments, because like I can remember what I played. I can remember, my memory with some of this stupid Pokemon stuff is like so cracked. I get very nostalgic looking at those old tournaments. It's kind of weird. Okay, we haven't even really looked at the metagame tab today, but Zorovox, Meowscarada at 2-0. That's pretty impressive. With the big air balloon. What is I mean, yeah, you have the Fear Retreat on the Meowscarada. Interesting. Crazy deck. I still don't think Meowscarada is that good. I was like trying to think of like, is there ever a reason like Charizard's doing super well? Let's play Meowscarada. But it's just like, well, why? It's not gonna beat enough things. BDIF. I thought Chestnut was BDIF. What happened? Oh, there is. Oh, this person late checked in. Like there wasn't a Goodra earlier. Oh yeah, they no showed the first 2 rounds. But dang, we're up here. Number 4. We're moving on up in the world. They're not totally griefing my resistance, so that's good. Actually, my opponent's doing. Wait, what? Meowscarada should not beat Lugia. Okay, it'd probably be okay into single strike if you could like set up and trade. I just like, okay, yeah, you would probably beat Charizard. That's cool. But like maybe you don't. Like what if they just go like Entei and don't bench Zard? Like then what do you do? You're probably not beating colorless to be real honest. Like you're just like getting 2-shot. They can Wyrdeer 1-shot you. They're always gonna be taking the first prize. Interesting. But there's no way you're beating Chien-Pao. Guardy's probably winnable, but like Miraidon's probably too aggro. Like, huh? If you can be fast enough, I could like see it maybe being viable. I just like, how do you make it so you're getting like a couple Meowscaradas down early so you can really pressure there? Dang. I feel like between this being able to 1-shot you and cross Cologne, you probably would be in it for a pretty miserable time. But like you're probably never beating Tina. You're probably never beating regular LCB. 5-1-3, tying 3 times. Oh, so cringe. Man, that's actually pretty close. Tying 3 times though. Just like real talk. How do you tie like go like 104 or like tie all those times at a regional? Like you just like scroll to like the very bottom of RK9. It's just like, how do you tie 5 times? How do you tie 6 times? How do you tie even 3 times? Like, I know like I play incredibly fast and I'm very aggressive with scooping. So I'm kind of weird like that, but I know. And maybe it's just like the way I roll, but I'm always like, if I'm playing a deck, I'm super confident in it. I know what I'm trying to do. I have the blueprint in my head of what I'm doing into every single matchup. So like, I play confidently and I like know what I'm trying to do, so like I don't spend a whole ton of time like debating in-game actions. Yeah, I don't know how. Just 2-0 your opponent. It's that easy. No. Oh, for sure, Robin. I mean, at NEIC, I went to 1 game 3, so I had one person slow play me. It was hilarious though. I've said this story a couple of times, but it was absolutely hilarious. Yeah, just literally anything sus happened, call a judge. Like the worst they can say is nothing is here. Like as long as you're not sharking your opponent, just call a judge. Like it's fine. Even call a judge on yourself. I was really worried with the Tord game yesterday. Tord got to a 1-0 lead and it was like a 35-minute game 1. I was really worried we were gonna see Tord go tank mode again and just like not play to win. And he probably would have based on how he set up his board, but his opponent only set up 1 Zard, so he could just KO the only Zard and it didn't matter. But going I was like, no, are we gonna see Tord go all tank mode again? Oh my goodness. He benched Mew? So you like still almost lost. That's crazy. Well, congrats though. We take those. Doesn't matter how ugly it was. Still a dub. And this is just me. I know there are people who are much more methodical, play at a lot slower natural pace of play, but I feel like if you knew you played slower, I would play a deck like Miraidon or Chin-Pao or something where you're gonna have quick games and you're not gonna have too many game threes, or you're gonna have very fast games just in general. I like ties, like the only ties I ever want to be taking are IDs at the end of the day. 43-0? Dang, we are doing well. 43-0 after 3 rounds. Sheesh, how we not faced each other yet? Absolutely dominating. Lugia is special though. Lugia is special. You flip coins and it's so oh yeah, we got tandem here. See what Robin meant is we have 4 3-0s in chat. That's what Robin meant. So I could face any of you guys. How many yeah, don't forget tandem. Robin, shame on you. You've been banned. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, I can count like this. There could be 15 3-0s, so no, I'm being silly. Yeah, and Marv only lost to Salty Steak, so it like, yeah, we're all out here doing well. Spite up, bro. This spite up was just griefed by our chat. It's okay. We welcome any and all of the new people. I guess like all the good players are often at Peoria, so it's just here for the all, and then all the rest of the remaining good players are just here in chat. So we're here to dominate today. I think it's funny, like as soon as the Peoria stream started, like all the people go over there. Not that I blame them. What's on the stream right now? Hashtag AOB win. Let's see what's on the stream right now. I think okay, it's Miraidon versus Turbo. Looks like. I think it would be funny to like make like a Pokemon. No, it's here we go. Oh no. Here we go. This is fun. All right. I got a 2-game win streak going here against Salty Steak. I gotta keep it up. All right. Let's get it. Oh, you're 3-0 also? See, everyone good is in my chat. Dang. Can you stream the regional? I probably could. I just like Twitch is different with copyrighted material than YouTube, so I don't want to get copyright struck for using Pokemon stream. Well, one of the people in chat's gonna have an L today. It's either or this round. Bro, going first too. Rigged. It's okay. Block Lax carries. We open Block Lax. Everything's gonna be all right. I have faith. This is awful. Nothing's gonna be all right. We open Deer. No, we open the Pumpkin. We have to force him to have boss. Okay, Mulligan. We take that. We take that. We have the Vacuum, so like we're not just like totally just like scooping to get past. If Pump was our only. Oh, hello Ditto. Why didn't I have you first? I would have opened you all day, bro. Oh, Rapid Strike. That seems like a big L, but Judge Path finds a way, right? Your 3-0 is Zorovox? That's mad impressive. Well, yeah, that's pretty sick. Have you like not faced any whoa, you had to have you beat an LZB. That's like really impressive. Price checking in online tournament cringe. Banned. Just brick, please. You don't need Genesect. Like another Mew is fine. I said you don't need these. You definitely do not need these. Or a Sealstone. You're not supposed to have good cards. Yes. If you're not playing DT, if you're playing Fusion Mew, you're kind of trolling. I feel like DT is better. Watch Grabber hit. Like double Grabber would be insane. No, don't Grabber me, bro. Where's this should be 4th Lugia? Oh. Oh, there's no Grabber. There was no DT. Okay. There was no FSS, I mean. Okay, cool. That's a great top deck. Having to discard Wyrdeer kind of sucks. I don't want to research this, but like also I feel like I probably should be responsible and do it. What if I just like vac away is how many other Lugia V stars? I do have both of the V stars. Okay. My bench space is like super sus though. If I like bench D or bench Lumen, I run out of real estate quite quickly. I like really need Deer. I don't think I can go without the Wyrdeer. I think I'll just grab second Lugia. And then I'll play Iono. I really want to vac out this for a seal. Really? Oh man. Was it Ultra Ball Gudra? If it was someone who net decks me, they get mad respect. I mean, even if they didn't, still mad respect for all the Gudra gamers out there. What is this hand? Triple boss? No. 3 Ultra Ball. What a legend. Alright, well, I mean, I guess like it is BDIF after all. Not surprised. Taking Gudra to Peoria was 100% the play. With Lugia and Charizard being the 2 most popular decks, and those being your 2 best matchups, like it was like such a no-brainer. Like I'm just saying. I need to spend a Switch just to draw cards, feeding right into our Blocklax agenda here. I'll have to check out the list. I'll just see if it's cracked or not, because I am like world number one Gudra critic. Like those artisan Japanese lists with vacuum and stuff do not have my seal of approval. I do love to see Gudra winning though. Like especially after like I think it's kind of funny because like everybody wrote it off, but then like it made kind of a late push. Like people were like, oh, Gudra's good, and I'm sure playing it a ton online kind of helps. I just think Pokemon social media is funny. But they were saying it was good for the wrong reasons. I just like love all like the Timmies who would be like, oh, Gudra's bad, loses to Tina, loses to Chin Pao. And just like, have you actually played the deck? Do you know how to play Gudra? Because if you play well, you do not lose to Chin Pao, and you should. Tina's a 50-50. Dang. So it's just like, okay. Liberty UPC mid game. Hey, that's a dub. No, you're not supposed to KO Lugia. Judge? Okay, I mean, I didn't want to research 3 boss, so like, as long as I don't get bricked. No, don't path me. Oh man, Mew path would be nasty. Sheesh, Marp, that is insane. No! Rigged! Absolutely rigged! Oh man. This is kind of bad. I'd just like swing with like Blocklax. That'd be kind of funny. Shock. Dang. I think swinging with Blocklax is honestly the play for him. Like they can't card. They have to like boss around it. Like that was a nasty top deck. I just swing with Lugia They can't kill it. Sure. Because if I put the energy on it, like I can't bench Lumineon, then I get one arch. And that's an L. So we'll do this. Okay. Oops, I don't want that. I'm gonna put the gift on Lumineon. Cause well, do I put gifts or V-Guard? I think like if they whip this KO, we're fine. So let's just do this. I don't know. I'm not really someone who keeps a ton of like sealed stuff, so just I mean, like if you want the Mew, then open it. I'm not some sort of like Pokemon financial expert, but like with the amount of people today who keep the new product sealed and the amount of stuff that they print, I have a hard time seeing this new stuff getting expensive for a very long time. So I mean, it's kind of up to you. Like, do you get enjoyment out of opening packs? Do you want to have the Mew and the other stuff that's inside? Then sure, open it. But like if your goal is to like throw it in your closet and be rich in 5 years, like I don't think that's gonna be the case. Cooking stream when I make salty steaks. Nah. Oh darn, this is really scuffed. Maybe I should have bounced the collapse. It's like really annoying me. Probably should have. Just so I have like space for. I was like kind of hoping he went for something else here. I mean, I do cook, but like no. Yeah, we'll stream live. I'll somehow get a camera, tripod, put it over the stove, and we'll get cooking. I do enjoy cooking, but I don't think I could do it on YouTube. All right, punches. So Bosco Mew would be pretty awesome. You're opening it? All right, well, best of luck. Okay, I swing with the Archeops, right? I force him to a boss. Ah, if I had my own boss, this would be a lot better. Yeah, I just swing with the Archeops. We don't care. Okay, we do this. We do this. I definitely should have bounced that Collapsed Stadium though. I'm gonna. Sure, Gust Lumineon. Give me another energy. Alright. Can I have a Lost Vacuum, please? Oh, Lost Vac Collapse would have been kind of clutch. I'm still just gonna use the Vac and get rid of the Collapsed Stadium because he only plays one. I want to get it judged away. We hit for 100. I'll bench Blocklax, sure, why not? I should not have played this. I should have held for the deer or something, but we'll bench the Blocklax. Already played Rope though, so. Speedwing is kind of good. But let's put some energies down. I'm like very, very thin on energies at this point. It's okay. You single Archeops. That is pretty bad. So I need Salty Steak to miss here. And if he doesn't miss, I've got to find my Collapsed and collapse this Lumineon off the board. And also be able to like play around. He has Echoing Horn, doesn't he? Like I'm sure he's echoing. Like he could still win. But okay, padding before like playing boss is kind of good. Just padding to draw cards basically. Oh yeah, plays 2 bosses orders. So The out might just be like bossing up Genesects. Well, it still has a switch cart left, so I can't really trap. Did Digi Power Tablet as well, so only one tab left. And doesn't need like a damage modifier to KO this Lumen. Has access to most of the deck though, unless it gets like some sort of crazy brick. There's Lost Vacuum, just thinning out the hands. Not going good. That's Lugia for you. There's highs and there's lows, and not a whole lot in between. 5 in the Lost Zone, starting to spit innocently. Bro, you can play Colress and then Mirage Gate? Cracked. Another DTE hitting the board. Fusion Strike for 1. Hand is pretty clogged, that's good. We would have already seen a boss by now. If he had it prior to this. Right, Box isn't doing anything. So drew Box off the Genesect. Ooh, Vacuum to thin out the hands even more. Bro's about to use Mirage Gate, 7 in the Lost Zone with Mew. Oh no. Okay, please no boss. Please no boss. Dang it. Well, this is bad. Very, very bad. I'm like so worried that there's the Echoing Horn in the hand if we have boss. That'd be so hilarious. To go boss collapsed. I kind of want to do it. But also, we just don't have collapsed. So that's kind of bad. I just like take this KO and try to get everybody off my bench. Like Mew's never good. We still have enough in deck to close out with Mew, right? Or with what's it called? Wyrdeer. Let's just thin everything out. Huh. This is pretty sketchy. Well, no. I gotta put... I can just pull the reversal out of the deck, honestly. No, I benched the Dunsparce, try to dig for a Collapsed Stadium. Okay, we just did not find Collapsed! What? How many Collapsed do we have in there? Do we have both? Huh. That's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. Well, we collapse for the knockout. And last boss is always prize, guys. Absolutely trust. That is ridiculous. Yeah, the boss is just nowhere to be found. Or not the boss, the collapsed. That's so weird. Like, he still could have it anyway with Path Horn, but it would be a lot harder to put those combo pieces together than just finding boss's orders. I guess it needs boss and a damage modifier, so Heart Grade 3 and 1. Hey, congrats. Chromatic? No, Cram, don't do me like this, buddy. Yeah, he had Horn. Good. In Cram, we trust. Hopefully their hands is incredibly clogged. Would always drop bell. Would always just slam tabs. Has boss. Tragic. Had Horn boss. Like, so I guess maybe finding Collapsed doesn't really matter. Okay. Then another card. Just has to find one of the damage modifiers. Which, yeah, there's one tab and one belt, so... True. Salty Steak is an absolute legend. Come on, just draw an absolute brick? No. Should have access to the rest of the deck. Oh, maybe one of them is in the prize cards. Yeah, had the path to the peak, so whipping Collapsed, in fact, doesn't really matter. No, I have a V-Guard on, so I have technically 200 HP, so yeah. Dang it. And there's the tab, just for the full flex there. Yeah, missing... I needed to just have the Archeops stick. Going second and getting the first 2 prize cards taken is pretty rough. With how weak they set up though, like I'm probably fine if I'm going first. It doesn't matter. They had Horn, Boss, and Path, so it would have given them different cards you needed to hit, but they still had it. Just going second versus DT, tragic. But Grabber didn't carry, so that's kind of disappointing. Yeah. Oh man, congrats! Shout out to Salty Steak, the absolute legend. Can we get a GG in chat for Salty Steak? Oh man. GG's. So many rounds? Probably 7, so probably 6-1 or 5-1-1. Bro, Meowscarada is 3-0. 4-0 with the Meowscarada. Yeah, I'd got 2 in a row on Salty Steak. He was, I guess, pretty tilted about that. Golem EX. I guess it's kind of a hit. Dang, bodied. Actually, I'm just gonna blame it on getting stream sniped for sure. I absolutely got sniped. Oh man, I knew I should have brought Goodra. I shouldn't have played this. I shouldn't have played Lugia. Oh, you did great. Goodra's, I mean, just Lost Box in general, but especially Goodra. Tough deck to play well for 9 rounds. I'd say 4-3-2 is a very good record. And like, maybe could have had more of an opportunity if you just would have remembered to put down prize cards or something like that. Like, I guess like small things like that. I know they're like really frustrating at the time, but like at least what's better? I mean, neither one of them are good, but what's worse? Would you rather lose and know where you screwed up and like know if you would have just been a little more if you like would have been a little more cautious, you could have got there? Or would you rather just like lose to bad variants or something like that? DT MEW is the truth for sure. Bro, DT MEW is absolutely insane. Okay, bro dropped. There's only 2 left. Yeah, that's kind of Lost Box. Lost Box is really tough to play well for several rounds consecutively. Especially when most of your games are going to time or getting close to time, and you don't have like a whole lot of just like time to regroup in between. It's like really tough. Hey Jeff, what's up? Well, yeah, it's fine. Wait, it's 128. What is that? One short of I was like, dang, that's close, but now 1 short of the. So probably 6-1 then. Oh, Mew EX, that is a big dub tandem. Box, you need box. Venomoth is absolutely griefing for sure. I might be able to sneak in at 5-1-1 because my resistance is cracked. Bro lost. Okay, bro won. That is good. But then bro dropped. Darn it. That's just kind of an issue like with this format. There's a lot of decks like Guardy, Lost Box that are gonna have longer games. So you kind of have to get 2-0 or win like a super long game 1 and go to time. like Gudra definitely has the capability to 2-0 any deck if it draws optimally. It just like you have to be like really aggressively scooping, I think, like if your hand is bad. Which I know it's like tough because Lost Box, there's lots of different ways you can come back. So like you sort of don't want to give up like that, but at some point, like you really only want one tie at most. Like once you get more than one, you kind of want like 4 of them, and you don't want to go 504. I guess like 3 ties, you could go 603. That's not bad. But like 2 ties is like kind of an L. It's just, I think it takes experience. Like, I don't know how many situations we're in, like the colorless player gets turned to Gus knockout KO Gudra. I would probably pick up my cards there. Or like the Miraidon player does it. Like if I'm not responding immediately back with Zamazenta that turn, taking 2 prize cards, or knocking out all their flaffies, I'm probably scooping. But without being there at the table next to you, knowing exactly what all situations you were in, it's hard because like when you're playing a deck like Gudra that's in any game, it's like, well, I still have a chance here. Yeah, that's awful. I'm sorry. That's just like the worst way to lose. I Box is a lot better, but I guess Punch would be similar. Similar idea, I guess. So yeah, maybe it would it'd be okay. I think you just have to play a ton of games of Lost Box to like know. Like the way I tested for it was at for NEIC, I played quite a bit of IRL games with a timer. Just to like really know how to just like manage the clock. I feel like just not just like testing casually, but like also like testing like with that clock to like know just at least you can work on like managing time in those situations, because like you can't really simulate managing time testing on BCGL. Yeah, that is really tough. I had a situation like that happen to me. And like you can like, I guess you can probably like, still come back if you like spit and still able to establish goo. Like on the second boss. But that's like exactly what happened to me at a cup. It was game 3. You got turn 2, Lumineon boss KO Gudra turn 2 because he top decked an Archeops. Then he had 3 card hand top decked boss. It was just like, well, what do I do? Yeah, against Lugia is that high roll like that. It's just like, well, what can you really do? Just like time management just comes with experience, I guess. Like I've always like wanted to make like a video and like knowing when to scoop, like maximize your chances of winning by knowing when to give up, basically. But it kind of it changes depending on what deck you're playing, what your record is. Like I don't want to be taking a tie for like until I have like if I get up to like 4 or 5 wins with no losses, I'm more okay. I'm still playing to win, but I'm not gonna be quite as aggressively scooping. When getting that 1 match point is okay, but like early in the day, I'm like, I don't want to tie. But also like if you're like if you took game 1 against a good or against a bad matchup, I think you're cool playing game 2 to the conclusion, because like a tie is an okay result for that particular matchup. Yep, colorless is pretty good. Yeah, that's a big issue. Cosmos Psychic, that's a pretty good energy. Oh yeah, you can't in an actual tournament use your phone for a timer. Like this, they do not want you on your phone at the table because it'd be way too easy to cheat with that. But I'm just talking about like testing, like playing IRL cards against someone else, and we have the timer on the side. Where like, I'm always wearing a watch during a tournament, so like I can tell how much time's left, and I think that that's a pretty good play too. I guess because like not all these regionals have clocks. At least if you're wearing a watch and know what time the round started, you can just kind of do the math and figure out how much time's left. Why a Dunsparce, Lickitung, and MEW are in there? Sure. So the Dunsparce is a tech from a Rhydon, and also it is good against Lost Box. I found it a little more useful than a Radiant Charizard. The MEW is just there, it can copy so many good attacks. It can copy Charizard in the late game, copy Single Strike Tyranitar, copy my opponent's Moonlight Shuriken. And Lickitung is kind of cringe. It's like sort of my attempt to beat Charizard, because Charizard's definitely the 6th worst matchup. It's the most popular deck in format right now. So like the goal with it is like you combine it with Iono in the late game to hopefully like deny it an attack for a turn or two. It's like a solid comeback vehicle, but like it's kind of cringe. Like probably could get taken out, honestly. I do agree that best of 3 isn't always feel good, but like I don't know what's the alternative. Like, I know people like throw chess clock out there. I think like an interesting way to do it would be best of 1 with one optional mulligan, like 12 day 1 rounds, maybe like 8 day 2 or something. Just like have ties count for 0 points, a win count for 1, a loss count for 0. And at least an optional mulligan would get rid of a little bit of the variance of best of 3 or of best of 1. Just like, yeah, because there's like too many, like with how slow the format is. Like just playing decks like Lost Box and Guardian, and like also maybe this is just a phenomenon because like so many more people like came in like from like started during COVID, only played online, and like now is starting to come over IRL. But they just like, well, it's like not as easy, because yeah, you can use Luxray, you can go MEW, and then you have to like Wyrdeer for the last 2 prizes. So if the Charizard player can like jump ahead, like you might have a Lumineon on the board early on. It's just like really hard to KO that first Charizard. You have to have that Luxray boss play, I guess, like, or like 2-shot it with a Lugia. It's just like a really difficult matchup all around. Up against Turbo again. Okay. So we probably have to win the next 3 rounds. Maybe just the next 2, but we'll get there. We'll get there. So you have the Archeops Charmander and Charmeleon tandem. That's not bad. But what I was saying is like the people who like come in during COVID only play online for like a year basically, and now they're trying to like come into like IRL stuff, and that's cool. But how streamlines everything is online, they're like they shuffle like there's like very slow like a lot of the basic in-game actions. So it's like 5 seconds here and there adds up over time like so much, like when you're making a ton of different decisions or you're shuffling the deck many times. So yeah, I think like there's like a lot going into I think like why there's so many ties right now. Like there's so many slow decks and more slow players, like not just people who are intentionally slow playing, just people who play at a slow pace of play like all the time, not doing it maliciously. They just play slow. Feel different? All right, Robin, you got this. I don't think Jirachi is really going to do a whole lot to Lost Box, because you have to have, you're like, not only you're prioritizing a Jirachi early on instead of an actual useful basic. Regional play on live. I don't want to play on live, so yeah, I think it's fine. You have to prioritize a search card early on to Jirachi instead of something actually good, And you also have to get Manaphy down because then Radiant Greninja just knocks out all your Pokemon. So it's like you're basically playing with a 3-card bench, and like they still can play like Avery. They can use like Lugia Toy Catcher. There's like things that they can do. Boss KO with Cramorants. It's like not gonna shut the deck down. And like also, what deck is just like so bothered by Sableye that they're gonna commit 2 bench spots to stop it. Because it's not like it's turning off flower selecting. Like the Lost Box player can still draw cards and do stuff. It just makes it so you can't Lost Mine. But like, I just play Avery. I do Lugia Toy Catcher. I play Boss's Orders. Like I can play Lost City. Like there's just like so many more. I guess like at best it probably forces Lost Box to play more bad cards to a somewhat inconsistent deck. I hate to burst your bubble, but Sableye is not the only thing that's keeping Zorobox out of format. I don't think I think you probably would just like, be better off building Alakazam as its like own separate entity with like heavy Klefki, Mimikyu. You probably don't need the Lunatone and stuff. I think that's probably fine, Jose. I just like having like the 2 means if I have them both on my bench against LZB, you can't play rope. You're gonna have to you're just not retreating at all. I just think the card is just more versatile than Unfazed Fat. Like it's good against all the builds of LZB and also good against Chintazard and Guardy, so like see? They can't do anything. They're not gonna get flower selecting turn 1. There we go. Busted card. You did not believe block lax. Nobody trusts. You won already, Robin? Dang. Yeah, confirmed build different. Alright, well hopefully these aromas play nice. Give me a Lugia. I would just like double tails, honestly. Okay, they dropped the Raikou like super early. They're using the Forest Seal Stone. Why would you drop all this stuff before you conceal cards? Give maximum information first, buddy, please. Alright, Ditto. Yeah, this is a situation where I wish it was a Lugia. A Mew EX and I mean, a Mew's not bad, but like not worth the price tag, I guess. Okay, let's hit another Tails, please. Busted card. Insane. Honestly, best deck in format. For nap time. Burnet's Bath, never mind. Okay. Who needs Burnet? What does that Burnet card do? Don't know what it does, never mind. Collapse is good. Iono's good. You taunt them. GG's, Robin. Oh no! I summoned Joss with the Burnet. Collapse was actually like, kind of bad, but I wanted to bounce the stop. So. Joss was just waiting for someone to say Burnet. See, this is why we love block lax. But you also got the alts Mews, right, Tandem? How much can you like sell all the extra stuff for, like the metal Mew cards, the dice, the sleeves? It was fate. Oh no. Yeah, too bad I don't have a Burnet right now. I'm playing both, Jose. Yeah. I'm not playing 2 Pumpkaboos. It's another bad starter, and Vacuum can get rid of the charms in the Miraidon matchup. It's like not just getting rid of Stadium. Okay, they're going to get rid of their Forest Seal. Hey, Collapsed? No. No? Okay. Still only has 5 though, because didn't get a single flower selecting turn 1. Alright, gonna go back into the Cramorants. Can I just like top deck Ultra Ball? Top deck Research? Top deck DTE. Be that way. Okay. This is fine. Just have to trust here. We're always finding back. We're always swinging this turn for sure. Trust. Yeah. Weird looking Lost Vacuum. It's okay. We're fine. We're fine. We'll do this. Actually, no. I want Mew. I want them to be scared. I want them to think, oh, I need to get Manaphy down this turn. I want them to feel that fear. Okay. DTE, Gift Energy, and Collapse. The reason I didn't jet back into the clean one is I don't want to leave a knockout on the board for my opponent's Sableye. Like, if they want to just spit and KO this again next turn, fine. Like, I don't mind just risking the energies. Yeah, I think you did fine. Like, you didn't have, like, a killer box or anything, but, like, it was... I mean, you pulled a Mew. Like, that's kind of a dub. 1 Archeops is fine. I think 2 of the games... Well, yeah, there was... On Thursday night, I won both my top 4 games against LZB with 1 Archeops. Like, 1 Archeops is, like, not that big of a deal in this matchup. I guess their play, like, that seems pretty good, is going with, like, Moonlight. Either setting up both Lax, or, like, putting pressure on the Archeops. Getting the gates. Do they play boss? Like, I guess that's kind of an important card. They do play boss. So, alright, they're going for the Reading Greninja, which means I don't need to boss to even use Mew. So this is... If my opponent doesn't use, or doesn't bench like another Comfey or a Sableye, I'm just going boss KO Raikou. Alright, Abby has to spend double gate. You'll have to see it, honestly. I'm to spend a super rod too. Down 2 Comfeys in the loss. And can't retreat though. You need a switching card. Okay, Rope. I just go into the other Snorlax. Yeah. For sure, Robin. That's definitely the sauce. All out consistency. It probably goes 90-90. But also could damage the Lugia. Could put damage on the fish. Alright, but I'm just gonna go boss KO the Raikou. I like very rarely run out of energies. Only if I'm playing like a dummy, or I like have to make a super painful research early just to set up. Those are the only times we ever run out of energies here. All out lunacy. So yeah, we can KO the Raikou. So they're probably gonna like respond back with this by going Moonlight Shuriken again, or I'm gonna bounce to Collapse just so I can potentially collapse off my Lumineon next turn. Okay. Snorlax? I mean, Snorlax carried Thursday night. That was sick. But they like had like, I guess since they've gone kind of slow, pretty slow for Turbo, that they haven't really gone too crazy on the switches. Turn 3 Mirage Gate is very slow for Turbo. Like sometimes they're out here getting to turn 1. Ooh, maybe it has the other vac. I think you have 3 vacs, right? Alright, hard retreats. Yeah, the 3rd vacuum. So you're gonna go 60, 50. Yeah, probably just go 60 and 60 on the Lumineon. And the Roxanne, that's tough. Mew would have gone kind of... Okay, well, I guess There's Mew. We're losing the Archeops though, so we really can't use Mew at this point, and they got down the mana fee. So they go 60, they go 60. Honestly, do I even bench anybody else? I probably should, because I like, kind of need to build a different attacker. Well, do I? I don't know if I really care. Like, I just knock out. You lost my next turn, knock out my fish, and then I'll Iono you 2/2 and bench Dunsparce, and you're not getting there, right? Actually, I guess like if they Raikou this turn, that's really bad. But they never find Raikou. Trust. No, there's no Kyogre in here. Raikou is not killing yet. Could get there. Also, does he just like need to have a psychic energy? He only weighs 2 psychics, so he has to have raw just to mine. Dang. I wonder if he has some Chorus's prize, because like only played there's 2 Chorus. Boss of Black's probably. Oh, the fish. Oh, gonna spit. Well, it's kind of neat is I didn't have to even find Iono to or didn't have to even drop the fish to use Iono. All right, so I'm just gonna Iono to 2 and get Dunsparce down, and we're gonna win, right? Right. I mean, like they already spent boss, so like I can bench the MEW EX. All right, trust. No. Had some good cards in there, but I can bench Mew no problem, right? Only 1 boss orders. There's a PAL pad, but there's no way you're getting all like PAL pad, boss, gate, attacker off 1 card or off 2 cards. Okay, at least found Nestball anyway, so that gets us Dunsparce, and that should be the game. I'll just drop the gifts on Snorlax just so we have easier time pivoting, and boom. I guess they don't have boss, so all these stake is cracked, but been waiting for the perfect opportunity to use DTE, and turns out it was good the entire time. Zard's the most popular deck this tourney, but have you even hit one yet? Just in time. Yep, we drew the Burnet. 1 prize card left. I'll just totally play Burnet anyway. It's fine. Wait, do they play Horn? They do. Could they go Horn mine and win it? Oh no, we don't have we don't have like Ditto down or something. That would have been crazy. Ooh, okay. Well, that is scary. But you're 5-0. Can you just like tie your next 2? I mean, go 7-0 for my resistance, will you? IDing is cringe. No, I think if you hit the Zard next round, you just say, hey, you want ID? There's the Mew. Hold up. I should have held the gifts probably. I can't really go back into my Mew because it makes my opponent's win condition easier. 502 probably makes it. 511s might be a little bit. Because like we're literally 1 person away from having enough for 8 rounds. Like the... Yeah, that's going to be kind of sketchy. But even... Yeah. I think it depends on what you face this next round. Like how many 5-0s are there? Hopefully San Antonio. As long as I can get registered, should be headed to San Antonio. Other than that, I there's like not any other ones that are like super reasonable, but we'll see. Maybe I'll just have an absolute insane finish at SA, and then we'll be going everywhere, right? Right? Okay. Okay, my opponent just doesn't have it. Collapse. Oh my goodness, Collapse is an insane top deck. All right, that was pretty good. Let's just thin this out. We still have a ton of energy. Like, we're totally hitting the energy. And even if we whiff, we're probably still okay. Oh yeah, we got there. Charlotte, probably not. But I suppose if San Antonio goes well, who knows? We could be headed a lot of different places. All right, well, everyone here's 4-1 aside from. Oh, that will be. Regionals are awesome. I mean, I'll kind of like a first regional feel for me because I haven't been to a regional since 2019. So hopefully always like not one of those tournaments that like sells out in like 5 minutes and people like everyone can get in. I know obviously like that's not gonna happen, like they're going to sell out and some people will miss out. I just like kind of, yeah, chat is doing insane. So there's, if there are 4 or 5 and O's, you should be fine. You beat them, yeah, Scarada? How is Meowscarada 4-1? Bro, give me this Meowscarada next round, please. It's awesome practice. What ways again? Like, even if you're just like me and just playing more meme stuff, like it's still really good practice. But to be real here, this Lugia list, like, you probably cut Tongue for like an actually good card. It's like I've not hit a single Zard. So you're back. Welcome back, Sid. What's the combined record? Well, Salty's 5-0. I'm 4-1. Tandem is 4-1. You are 4-1, right, Robin? Yeah. I don't know who the other guy was who was in chat briefly. I don't know what his limit list is, so I think I just played this list of DTE seems pretty good. What do you think of Erica in DTE? I know this list is just like straight gas. There's like there's like no bad cards in here. Like Erica's like interesting. You don't really like Erica? Yeah, like it is sort of a gamble. And like you never want to see it early on. Yeah. I guess like yeah, against Lugia, like against colorless, it's probably pretty good. Erica to bring out Raikou. I think 2 grabbers is like cool. Like 2 grabbers is fine. Whoa, so someone played Erica at NAIC and then you didn't call Judge plays again? Bruh. I think this list is just like pretty good. Like there's not a card in here I'm like, yeah, you should cut that. I guess like maybe you could say like Penny instead of Collapsed Stadium. But being able to go like Collapsed Vac Horn is like pretty sick. So yeah, this list is like, I guess also if you're being like really nitpicky, like 2 switches is like sometimes scary. Well, that's when you call the judge. Like I know it seems like kind of Collapse is the best card in the deck. Sure. I got you. Even if they're new, I know it like feels kind of weird because you don't want to like shark like a new player, but like for the most like you spent money to get there. There's CP and money on the line. Like the word it yeah, it's like tough because you don't want to be that guy that's like oh there's so and so he like always sharks newer players, but like also I like Collapsed. I hate Lugia, but I like Collapsed. Honestly, I just like, I don't know why I have like pretty good luck with Lugia online, but I just like hate playing the deck in real life. I think like as long as you like remind that, like tell the person like, hey, we're getting pretty close to time. A tie doesn't benefit either one of us. Could we please both agree to play a little bit faster? And then if they continue like the same pace of play, then you can call a judge. I like to at least, if I'm worried about slow playing, I like to remind my opponent like at least 1 or 2 times prior to calling the judge. It does seem like kind of scummy if it's just like out of nowhere you call like the judge. Like you can like detect the early signs of slow play. Well, then you like kind of gotta call the judge at that point. Yes, it's still wrong. Even if you don't know it's wrong or not. And yeah, that is like a pretty wild comparison because like one is slow playing in a TCG and the other one is the other one. Like and they're gonna have to learn eventually too. So I feel like if I were starting out new on something, I'd want someone to call out where I was messing up so I could get better at it. Like that's why I don't want to be that guy who's just like scooping to kids at locals. Like, first of all, I want to win every game anyway, but like if I'm going to just like give a kid the win, I want to play out the game first. And it's like, I don't know, I just feel like you learn so much from screwing up as long as someone's there to point out, like as long as you can realize that you screwed up. Hey, that's pretty solid, Blaziken. Like, I would always want someone, if I were doing something wrong, to call me out on it. Like, even if it's not what I wanted to hear, I'd still want you to call me out on it. So, like, maybe I'm in the minority, but I personally, like, if I'm doing something wrong, tell me. Like, I can't improve myself if I can't see what's wrong with myself. And sometimes it's hard to feel like you're doing something wrong if you're looking at yourself. I don't like it. It takes someone else's opinion. It's kind of like building a deck of Pokemon cards. Like you build the deck the first time, and you're like, oh, this is cracked, this is broken. But if you show it to a friend, they might be like, this card, like, just a second opinion. Like they can look at the deck and be like, yo, you need this, you need this, you need this. You don't always have to like take that advice to heart, but like at least just having another set of eyes on something. I'm not even happy delusional. Alright, Robin. You can't help those who don't want to be helped, I guess. I just like try to have the same mentality. Like I'm just today I'm gonna try to get better. I'm gonna try to play Pokemon better. I'm gonna try to make a better video. I actually want to be better than how I was yesterday. And I mean, getting better is going to involve failing no matter what. So, and you're not always gonna realize when you screwed up. Like that's what's kind of cool about streaming this stuff is like sometimes I'll make like there'll be a play I straight up don't see, and if I were playing by myself, not recording this, someone I would have never known. I would have never realized like, oh, I messed that up. So like, that's what's kind of cool about streaming this stuff. I'm not telling you like if you want to get better, start streaming, because also like chat like helps me throw, but. Yes, I agree, because like sometimes people, if you're just like, if you're super aggressive about it, the person's not going to be receptive to hearing what you have to say. I'm someone who spends hours a day playing Pokemon cards, but also it's like taking like my value as an individual isn't rooted in how well I do a Pokemon. Like it's a fun hobby that I spend lots of time doing, but like I feel like basing your self-esteem in Pokemon cards is like a really easy way to get burnt out and quit, or just feel very miserable about your way of life. I know it's easy to do when you're spending lots of money going lots of places, or playing like, or just spending lots of time doing something like you want to succeed at it. Just at the end of the day, it is just Pokemon. Like, there are a lot more valuable things, meaningful things in life than just Pokemon cards. And like, if it is gotten to that point in your life where it's like so important to you, all you can like, it's like it's messing up your mental state, then like you kind of need to take a step back. I get that, Robin. I usually cold risk before flower selecting, J-Man, just because I feel like there's a lot more that could go wrong with that flower selecting, and like theoretically I'm more likely to draw bad cards with that cold risk. So like, I want like to play the thing that gives me the most information first, so I can make the best educated decision, because cold risk giving 5 cards is going to provide me a lot more information than a flower selecting giving me 2 cards. You want to, I guess, like sequencing, you want to go from most information given to least information given, I guess. Like, that's why you always like probably like retreat or attach energy closest to the end of your turn as possible, because like that's a action that could change depending on how you draw. Lost Box is a tough one. And I think if you're playing Lost Box to a regional or something, I want to be playing it like most consistent build possible, just because dropping a game to a dead draw is like basically ensures a tie at best. So like, it feels really good to go like all crazy with the techs, but at the end of the day, like you kind of got to get into the game for those techs to be good. So if those techs are eating into actually valuable cards most of the time, then that's when like tech cards is like such a like, just I find deck building in general just so fascinating. It's like the part of the game I feel like I'm probably best at overall is deck building and metagaming. I don't know, it's something I really enjoy doing. No, tragic Marp. Are you still gonna tough it out and play the last 2 rounds, or you gonna drop? Because probably 3 and 2 is not making it. You just need to retreat. Yeah, just deck building and metagaming in general is just like super hard when you just like don't have a ton of experience at it, but it's like something that you will gradually get better at the more you do it. It's like pretty much any skill in life. I should sometimes make a video about my general strategy when it comes to deck building. Like, I know I'm not like some like massive name player who's like got all these great finishes on my resume. Like, I can't be like regional champion tells you how to deck build, but favorite subject in school? Probably history. Like, aside from like Pokemon and sports, like I'm kind of like like American history, like that's kind of my thing. Like, I don't have like the accolades to be like, here, this is like world like an international champions guide to deck building. But I quite enjoy like just basically writing projects too. Like, I kind of like enjoy like writing scripts for like videos. Like, it's just like I enjoy creative writing. How is like American history taught in the UK? Is that kind of like a touchy subject? Or is it like, or how is it taught? Is like those dirty Americans were getting unhappy with the wonderful British rule and then they yeeted out or something? Or oh, it's just not taught. Okay, I guess like you kind of don't want to be like, yeah, we took that L. Please again, bruh. L take. It is kind of, yeah, that Nothing happened in 1776. I got you for sure. Yeah, yeah, like we literally carried you in multiple world wars, bro. You can't be mad at us anymore. America out here carrying the team. Can you fail? I don't know what the text of grabber is. Does it say you may put a Pokemon back in there? Let's check. Can you fail grabber? Let's see. Grabber. We opened a little Lickitung. Spicy. I don't think it's optional. So your opponent reveals their hands and you put a Pokemon you find there on the bottom of their deck. So I could be wrong, but I don't think that's optional. Like if they have a Pokemon in their hand, you probably have to just chuck it. All right, set up the double VIP and open Mew. My opening hand's looking pretty rough here. I guess it's fitting that we face Guardy, like the matchup I've gotten some questions about. Oh, Robin's about to like flex on Zid. I always like wondered how in the UK they taught American history, or if they did at all, like if they even like touched on Britain at that point, and they were just like, yeah, not gonna. We conveniently forget this part. This is when we took our biggest L, so we were just like, yeah, don't remember that. Okay, I can read the wind. That's good. Well, no, I don't want a Ditto. Ditto is actively worse here. Okay. I'm not super threatened at getting knocked out on 2. Like, it's possible, but, like, I'm much more threatened to just draw passing next turn. So we'll just do this. Alright, hand is much better. But there's a jelly in this Guardy list. That is pretty, that's pretty heat. America exists. Yeah, like yeah. Yeah, Grabber and Erica is like kind of anti-synergistic. So yeah, you can't like grab her, check the hand, and be like, okay, and then use Erica. Oh no! I hope we don't get knocked out. They would need a lot of sauce. With Force Sealstone, they definitely could get there. Energy on the active, like they only have 1 energy in the discard pile. That Iono sort of hurts. Dang, this hand is nasty. Oh no. Well, we might be reading the wind next turn. Block lacks carries? Question mark. Oof, this is really bad. Nah, yeah, I guess V-Star would let me play the game, but a bunch of the top deck, Iono or Research, Ultra Ball. Well, I think it's not like it's weird because America was a British subject, so like yeah, France did help, but it's not like France was like a major player in like the history of what we probably don't win the revolution without them, but it's okay. But it's not like they literally owned us like Britain did. And also, who cares about France? Like, I'm not trying to get political here or anything, but who cares about France? Joking, of course. Joking, of course. But, bro, I got everything. Well, not all the energies. Only has 3 energies down. Block Snorlax is just more versatile in more matchups than Unfazed Fat. It's still good against, Lost Box decks, but also is good against Guardy, Charizard, and Shin Pal. So the French Revolution, yeah. France is just math. I don't like math at all. I'm not very good at it, and I just like don't like it. I know it's important. It's not my thing though. The baguette and French fries. Were French fries actually first made in France, or is that like kind of like Hawaiian style pizza where like someone pirated the name? Like, isn't like the national pastime in France like have a revolution? Yeah, I was like, I mean, Belgium's basically France though, right? Don't play Drapion. I'm cooked. Yeah. I mean, Americans are like portrayed as being like super narcissistic and believing their country is the best and all this. Which as an American, I believe we have the greatest country on the planet, but yeah, what the metric system. Oh man. Yeah, what is a kilometer? Can you say that in American? What is that in normal? Ten hamburgers long seems legit. Seems very legit. Okay. What are we doing next turn? They're gonna Guardy. Take the knock. They drop Jelly. That feels like a misplay. They have the 6 energies that they can just dump right there. Metric system is no. Metric system is absolutely an L. Wait. What if I just like boss Zacian and just hit it for 200? Yeah, because like that's like this stereotypical like selfish, fat, narcissistic American or whatever, but like we're not all like that. Just I mean, a lot of us are. The stereotype does fit in a lot of places, but they're playing a 12 psychic build, so kind of scuffed. All right, Aroma's always hitting heads though. Like we know that for facts. Oh, Ultra Ball too. So if it has, we get the double Archeops then. No, of course not. So we get fish for more boss's orders. Yeah, we have the one down. We're fine. We don't really need Vac. Well, what's gonna be better, Vac or Lux? So Lux is like kind of a cool response with the reversal in hand. Or Deer, but I want to have Deer. I'll get rid of this. We have to get the V-Star, get down 1 Archeops. Boss the Zacian, punch it for 200. And then they're going to have to figure some stuff out. No energy in the discard pile. Ooh, let's get down Dunsparce. Seems pretty good. Ooh, this is actually going to make a pretty funny finish here. Potentially. Like Lickitung could hit this and stick it maybe. I'm not gonna bench any. Well, let's bench the Luxray. Could be nice to move back into next turn. Drop the reversal energy on it. Okay, they're stuck. That's cool. United States of America. Okay. Does that make people who are like, yeah, from but then like America's like kind of assumed to be the US because like if like also America could be Latin America and there's like a million countries down there. Like North America is just like 3. Arcana. They weren't able to collapse off this Zacian, so That was pretty good. I have the energy. Oh wait, they only play the one collapsed. I would love to just like, I wish I had done a tempting trap here, honestly. Wait, what? Hey, drop the energy there. I'm just not knocking out the Zacian. You're gonna have to move this, buddy. I could have knocked this out last turn if I really wanted to. Yeah, it's not like they're... Like, it's the United States of America. It's not, I guess, yeah. Not, there's like no one else who like... It's not like when I'm saying like I'm American. I'm not talking about like someone from Mexico is not going to say they're American because they're from North America. I love how we can go from Pokemon to geography. I'm just not knocking out your Zacian, buddy. Have fun. I'm not using the Collapsed Stadium either. Let's just load up the tongue. Let's just let's make him think about it. Here's the tongue. Haha. What are you gonna do about it? I'm not knocking out Zacian. You're gonna have to retreat it. Whether you like it or not, buddy, you're retreating this Zacian. Sometimes my player's gonna have to learn, sometimes to be successful in this world, you have to do things you don't want to do. And this is one of those times. What if they have 3 energies or 2 energies prize? That'd be awesome. Well, wait, yeah. Then they just be sure I'm stuck. Okay, they can go Collapsed Rod. Oh yeah, Metagam or Alakazam or something. Yeah, that'd be pretty funny. I like how we can have different conversations about different things. Like, it's not just like... We're not just like stuck being boring over here. Wait, okay, they can Arcana and retreat this turn. Okay, hold up. This is kind of scuffs now. Oh yeah, we have lots of fun around here. Oh, I don't want to knock out your Zacian. Like, I straight up just don't want to. Because then I'm getting knocked out back. Wait, do I just like Gust KO Guardy? They have no other Guardy in play. They brought the other one back. I think I just knock out their other Guardy. I do with Luxray. And then... Well, no. This is like such a dumb game. Do I do it with Lux? Because then they can go this thing. And that's weird. No, I just like do this. This is awkward. Let me destroy your tournaments and your mind for sure. Alright, they play the one collapse. I'm bouncing this. And they spend a rod. They have 1 refinement. So this has been such a crazy game. 104. Oh man. So they got all the energies down. Okay. I think going Guardy Boss KO here is like not bad. But then if I can go Deer Knockout, what are you doing? Yeah, they put the other Arcana Guard one back. But then they only have 1 Guardian play. Alright, they put... Yeah, surely are just gonna put more of a Guardy line in there. Can 5-1 make it? Maybe, Robin. I'll check after this round. Alright, Fog, back a Ralts. And I can't gust the Zacian now, because, I guess if they run themselves out of energies, out of bosses, I could, like, gust it up and block lax or something. That's probably not happening. They're benching quite a few Ralts, though. Too bad we can't use Guardian, just copy, and Mew, and then copy with the Radiant Frog. We take 2 knockouts. Or take 3 prizes because of the Zacian. Okay. If they're just hitting into my Lugia, Deer takes this knock, and that's sort of difficult for them because I have to find. Ooh, can I go Deer? I can't go Deer Iono unless I top deck Iono. Oh, they're gonna kill the fish. Okay. All right. How are we doing that? 12. 12 energies, 4 Iono, 3 worker, 2 boss, no pal pad. I can like bench everybody, bounce the fish, take this knock with the Deer, but then I'm leaving a Deer in the active spot, and that's like super crazy. Great Ball gets block lax. Like, my out could just be bossing up Mew and saying your last boss is prized. But that is like not great. How many candies are they down? Just the 1. I guess they only play 2. Do we just take that shot? Like, you don't have it? Alright, let's just do it. I'll Iono them back to 2, and they're not gonna have it. Okay, so let's... I always use Collapsed Stadium so boss is not game. I know they can discard the Zacian, but they can't get it back. Both the rods are down, so it's just getting rid of 2 prize. Oh, what? Okay. Alright. Cool. We're fine. Let's do this. Zacian's never taking a knockout with 220 or with 200 damage on it. Okay. Jet Energy super good. Okay. So this currently is 140 damage. 200. So that is 180, 220. Wait, 180, 220, 260. Right? Yes. Math is not too hard. Right? Good. I'm not a total scrub. Okay. Aroma. Grab that. And let's see what you have. Gonna have to have some pretty good cards to come up with this knockout. And then if I can go boss next turn, that'd be pretty clean. Promoting the Zacian. Okay. We're treating off the energies is kind of sus at this point with 8 energies down. Oh, there's Forest Seal. I forgot that they had Forest Seal. They hadn't used it yet. They had it sitting there like for forever. Oh, they're playing 2 Zacians. Oh. Okay, that was dumb. I just totally overlooked that part. I forgot that people played this list because, like, I think this is probably the worst way to play Gardevoir. Like, the reversal energy build is better. Yeah, I probably should just try to play for the boss stall. Hope their last boss was prized. Yeah, that would have been that would have been a lot higher IQ play. And also, I forgot that they didn't use Forest Seal. Dang. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, we just Deer and do the thing, but oops. I guess we should have like just boss KO Zacian maybe. Doesn't have access to the whole entire deck. Yeah, I think we just should have bench block lax gusted Mew and just hoped that they didn't have enough energies to win the game, or didn't have their last boss. Boss was in their last 2 prizes. Like that was our out, I think. So now we probably cannot make top cut at a 5 and 2, pretty much no shot. But oh well. Guardy's really, like, I guess not having Drapion didn't really matter. I feel like Drapion and Deer basically accomplished the same job there. Still getting knocked out. I think, like, against a good Guardy player who's not dropping Radiant Greninja, you're probably not even beating Guardy with, like, Colorless. So, with, like, Colorless with Drapion. Also, I actually didn't get Block Wax early. Like, I just did not get a lead. Like, my early game was, like, super rough, so. I mean, there's just one round left. We'll play it out. Yeah, that's tough though. Let's see it. Is 511 gonna make it here? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 people potentially 511 or better. So no, 511 is not safe at all. Especially with like a middling resistance there, Robin. Let's go and find Rubik. I don't like Lugia, so like I'm fine. I don't really care too much. I don't even want to play Lugia today. Or like whatever, I'll give the people what they want. And like it's hard to like switch off a deck after just one on Thursday. But like I just hate playing Lugia. I don't think like 511 is safe at all. Like I think pretty much regardless, 511 is gonna have to play out. Like how many are there? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that would, with 2 already safe, two of them are just gonna tie. That is like pretty much Lugia in a nutshell though, Rubik. I was drawing hands like that yesterday. Like I don't understand why I can run so hot with Lugia on stream, but I build it and take it to like League and I just draw like garbage. Like I miss turn 1 Lugia randomly, or I just like I have to always get like 1 Archeops. I agree Goodra is more fun. And I like honestly probably should be playing Goo, but it's okay. I think I'm probably gonna take, I mean also like if this deck just hits LZB, it's just like really good. But Guardy, not quite as like nothing can afford. Like you saw my opponent set of 4 Ralts, 3 Guardies, or 3 Curlies and a Guardy turn 2. I can't really miss a beat against that. I was able to like get the Zacian play to make things difficult for them, or just make their well, so 3-3. I used to play Drapion, but like I cut it after a while just because Gardevoir was just like, not Gardevoir, but like Gardevoir isn't even great with it in the list. Like Mew was basically non-existent online. Like you probably could put Drapion back in here, especially with Mew doing decent in Peoria. I didn't have a whole lot of respect for Mew decks. Yeah. Is Mew good? Yes, Mew is definitely good. You should definitely. I think Colorless though is one of the like Colorless, maybe Miraidon and Goodra, the only decks that should be playing Mew. I don't even think Single Strike plays it, just because you play so many less energies. Like you just commit half of your non-DTEs like just to get a Giratina one shot, or to get a Charizard one shot. Like it's really hard to save 3 energies for the late game to use Mew to get the Charizard one shot. So I don't know if Mew makes. I don't think it makes sense in Single Strike. I think that's a bad take, Rubik. Have you looked in Peoria? It's called yeah, I'm using quite well in Peoria. Let's go over to Pokestats here. I think Mew EX belongs in like 2 decks. Yeah, Mew is currently okay. I don't like to be that guy. Mew is 12-2. I mean, Colin has lost like a couple day 2 games. You hit Salty Steak, but I mean, not. Well, I mean, only hitting 2 Zards definitely means not a bad day, but okay. Against Hitmonchan's buddy. Against Hisuian Zoroark with the Dodrio. Alright. Like, Charizard is the most played deck in the room, and there are still Mews winning. So, I don't think you can just be like... I know I've been saying Mew bad for a long time, but... You, like, kind of don't beat anything, and you kind of beat everything at the same time, I guess. Like, Judge Path. Like, you are one of the most consistent decks in the format. And if no... Like, there's no one... playing cards like Drapion and Tomb to enhance that matchup. So, I guess, like, with, like, how Miraidon and Shin PAL, like, sort of shifted to the top with, like, in this kind of crazy metagame where, like, everyone was expecting Charizard, it makes sense for Mew to do well, because Mew's going to have a pretty solid time into both those decks. So, and no one's playing Drapion. No one's playing Tomb. So, I don't think, I think we all sort of overlooked Mew. Miraidon is pretty consistent, too. YouTube shows horror movie ads. Sorry, I can't, control that. That is pretty cringe on YouTube's part. Last rounds. Can't make cut, but we still can finish at 5-2. Have another solid finish with this block lax deck. I'm probably taking Lickitung out, but like I still have not faced a single Zard. Like since putting it in there, Zard being the most popular deck, like back-to-back tourneys, not facing a Zard. Like that is pretty cringe. What am I against? Hisuian Zoroark. I'm against Hisuian Zoroark. Opponent will go first. This match is probably not great, honestly. Okay, Block Lax seems super good. I mean, this hand is pretty busted. I go V-Guard Lugia, Burnet, and we're chilling. They probably don't have a whole lot of ways. Okay, they open Zoro, so like block isn't doing a whole lot. I think I try to look at Limitless and then my stream chat freezes. Way to go. Alright, they're gonna be able to get a Doduo down. And their hand's like pretty good if they're discarding those 2 cards. But I mean to bench 2 things like without the bog. Alright. I'm cool with this. And I V-Guard, and I pass. So we have the dream turn too. As long as my opponent doesn't have like rope and all the damage bench Pokemon and all that crazy stuff. I guess like with Dodrio now, like it doesn't necessarily feel too bad to like miss bog early because if you just damage this. It does take it like a couple turns to build up where like you can like pump and get value out of it. Get value out of the counters and stuff. It also gives them like a one-shot attacker on a single prizer, which like something Zoroark has missed. It just like, never was able to trade very well with multi-prize decks, or never be able to trade very well with single prize decks. It did well against multi-prizers where it could be faster and take the first 2 prizes, but it like traded awfully with multi-prizers. Back in the day, Zoro was actually like one of the best decks. Having to bench, like it had like a couple top 8s like Lost Origin format. Having to bench the Alakazam without... Why would you bench the Alakazam before you... I guess like that could have got Dodrio, right? I guess it didn't matter. But when you want to see if like Dodrio hits Bog first, I guess. They're not taking Knockout. I guess they need a damage pump. Or no, actually, wait. Okay, they just had horrible aroma luck. Plus the deck. So yeah, probably benches the other duo. Oh, just goes Netherworld Gate. Didn't want to. Okay, had the damage pop. Okay, okay. Taking the knockout. That's pretty good. What's their damage cap is 300 minus 20, 280. So with V guard, they can't knock me out. I probably should have played Iono, but like whatever. I'm throwing right now. I'd probably just get both Lugias down and don't bench any other multi-prizers. We have Deer that can help us jump ahead. Actually, boss plus block like is actually kind of cool. Like they probably don't have a ton of ways to move that Gengar around. That's thin. Like 200 is just as good as 220. And yeah, I'm definitely not benching any sort of. Is Collapse that good? I don't really think it is. Like I'll just hold the. Yeah, I'll just because like they just get rid of Gengar and get it right back. So I'll also bounce their Bog. So this is definitely awkward because like they can go they go like boss KO Archeops, get back on even prize cards, hinder my setup even more, or if they can get everybody damaged, get a choice belt and take this knockout, they probably win. All right, there's the Dodrio. Can start to go zooming. I don't know if they play belts or not. My Limitless is like frozen for me. Oh, actually gonna go in here and hit me first with the Dodrio. Spicy. Alright, well I just answer back with like Luxray or something. They're playing the Justified Gloves. Yeah, I either just use like I either go boss next turn or I just like answer back with a single prizer. Escape Jaw. Zoom. Okay, this is actually pretty sick. I still think you're probably too inconsistent. And like you're still probably just like too glassy. Like these guys like still probably don't beat single prize decks for you, like Lost Unbox. But it's a fun, interesting upgrade for the list. Let's just get back into the Snorlax. Or I just like go Luxray, take this one hit, force him to have boss. Sure. So yeah, we will take a little bit of bog damage. Not that it, wait, what? Is it basic? Oh, that's sick. I did not intend that, but we take that. Okay. Because then they have to have boss. So let's go with that. Let's go with that. Retreat, take knockout. Going on odd prizes sucks, but it's fine. Also being able to swing with the Drio without having to use a DT to do it is pretty nice. And we did take a damaged Mon out of play. Okay, please chat, will you please like load so I actually can like interact with the lovely people out there. Thank you, chat. This is definitely a pad matchup. Yes, I did. I have the boss. So how many boss do they play? Come on, Limitless. Don't fail me now. Why are you so slow? That's 4. That's not enough. They need one more damaged Pokemon. Gonna zoom. Yeah, it's not quite enough, right? Unless I'm tripping. Yeah, I have to go back and zoom again. Oh my goodness. Basically wasted the boss's orders. I think I try to go back on Limitless and then it freezes again. I'm just gonna jet into Luxray, take the knockout. Actually no, we're even prizes now. Hold your horses there, Blitzel. Don't do that. That'd be stupid. But I'll just go into the into the Archeops, take the knock. Go ahead, spend boss. I dare you. Do it again. Now this is where Iono tongue could maybe carry. There's Mew. I don't think Mew's really doing a whole lot for us in this matchup. There's the other DTE. If they boss again, like activates Luxray, and like that's not bad, because then like I'm probably going like Luxray knockout Zoroark and closing with Wyrdeer. I just play the research, running very low on cards now. I wish I could see their list, but oh wait, they're on 3 bosses orders. Dang it. I can't even look at their list. Can't even look at chat. I'm playing blind. Tragic. Alright, we're tied on prizes. I just probably go Lugia knockout, Deer knockout, and win, right? Okay, seems good. And tongue, and we also have, like, are they playing 4 boss, or can I just like stick Alakazam? I mean, not that it matters, because I can't see chat, but we will be fine, I'm sure. I want to hold the energies in deck. I want to commit them anywhere, because I could be going Lax next turn, I could be going Deer. I don't know how many Ionos they play, but also I don't want to bench the multi-prizers. I'm getting gift energies, so take this knockout, bounce the Gape Jaw, and Deer can close this one out. Yeah, Jet Energy there. So then we can get 2 energies out of the deck, but 6, yeah, we have 7, so. Oh, am I can't even see chat. Absolutely tragic. Okay. I think I can't even really Iono. Yay, chat is back. Let's go. Sort of. Wait, Iono. That's a little annoying because it can sort of Deer and Jet. We just found boss. We don't have oh. Okay, hold up. I wish I could tell. Do they have any way of getting around Lax? Do they play 4 boss? You know, I can't even see, so we're just gonna wait. No, they play 4 Jets. They're all down. I'm doing it. I don't care. If this loses, I frankly don't care. We have another boss. We're fine. We will be okay. I'm sure of it. If they have another boss, I'll be pretty tilted, not gonna lie. Wait, but then I just go boss again, and they're not winning. We actually bench all the single prizers, so that, like, they could have Echoing Horn, you know? Oh, okay. Let's play around Echoing Horn then. Since I cannot see their list, this is scary, and they could be playing Horn, right? Okay. Yeah, I can't see chat. I can't see their list, so we'll have to do this the old-fashioned way. Wait, this is dumb. They can take a prize. No, this is stupid. Okay, hold up. I'm not doing this actually. Never mind. Okay, hold up. I am big dumb. Hold up. I forgot about the stupid bog. I should have grabbed Pumpkaboo. There's Super Rod that can stall some things if they don't have enough. They have 1 DT left, no Jets. They can zoom. I don't. 3 bosses. That's probably everything. There could be a 4th. But if they use 4th boss just to take knockout, I Lumineon for. Wait, no, but then benching the Ditto costs us the game. Oh no. We're just top decking Collapsed, of course. Iono, okay. I just put some, okay, actually not closer to losing, but it's okay, it's okay. Jet Energy, pass. Okay. Pumpkaboo. No, I grabbed the fish. Not benching it. This is scary. Without my chat, I'm simply powerless. And not being able to look at their list is also pretty tragic. But I don't think they have it. I think they're stuck. Okay, Vac is pretty good. Alright, is that the last bog? No, probably not. That was silly. It's fine. It's fine. We're okay. We're okay. They don't have boss, trust. There's no boss. No boss for sure. For sure. No Ionos. They're decking out. Watch they like slam down the PAL pad. Hey, we got there. Well, I'm sure your contributions to society were amazing, chat. Just couldn't get there. But hey, 5-2. We got there. block lags carried once again. Best card in the deck. All right, well, so we're 5-2. That's pretty nice. So I don't know what place we're gonna end up getting. Oh, Salty beat Robin, tragic. But I'm not. Does top 16 get any prizing? No. So yeah, we're out of this. Unfortunately, there's just how many people better than us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But actually, 1, 5, and 2 could make it. Hold up. My resistance is pretty good, but probably not good enough. We need that person to win. Wait, but that's that's not the down pair. So you're telling me I can't just leave stream? Spicy. All right. Well, we gotta sit here and wait while my Okay. I can wait. It's fine. So what's gonna be in top cut? There's a Zard. There is a Tina. There is a Sablezard, and then there is DTE and Turbo. Is it Turbo that I lost to? No, I'd face that Turbo. No, not top cut. Can you send the spicy Sablezard list? Sure, sure. Oh wait, are you talking about the one that I've been working on here in the background? Or are you talking about the one here in the tournament? 'Cause I do have a pretty heat Sablezard list I've been working on here. But I don't know if the world's ready for it. Is the world ready for it? Okay. All right. Fine. Here it is. But wait, I forgot to fix it. Why didn't it save the changes? All right. Here. I'll Oh yeah, fires are right. Okay, let's get the fancy fire energies in there. Okay. We had this. Yes, Aerodactyl, trust. We need a Radzard. We are cutting. What were we cutting again? We cut Vac. Oh yeah, and another Psychic. This was the sauce. Boom. I feel like RCS for Quads would be a very easy deck to play. Like most of RCS's games, like pretty No, this is it. We have like it's like Sablezard Aerodactyl, because hopefully Aerodactyl fixes 2 of your worst matchups. Like Good against Charizard, pretty good against Lugia. I just forgot to fix it up. Play it? Nah, I'm gonna end stream here after the tournament concludes. And I still gotta work on it. If it's just garbage, I don't want to like, I don't want to bring it on stream, you know. It is, the list has been released to the world. You guys could try it for me. New deck 22. Like Arc decks is like just like very easy to like script your overall game. Like you have Starbirth, you have a pretty decent control over what you're doing most of the time. So like that's why Archie's decks are so much easier, because they don't not only have a lot less decisions they have to make, but like you have a lot more early control. So it's very easy to like script up what you're trying to do and follow that script. But also like, I know sometimes bad hands do happen, but like sometimes like if you're playing something more off the wall like Arc, Ray, you can't just chalk everything up to bad hands, bad variants or whatever, because like sometimes you like kind of gotta wonder, is it just this deck is inconsistent, the way I have it built is inconsistent? Because yes, even the most consistent deck and format will dead draw. But if you're like if there's a trend where you're drawing poorly or awkwardly a lot with one certain deck, then it could be the way that it's built. It's not necessarily bad luck. All right, let's go over to Limitless. I leaked the spicy Sablezard, so the world's automatically a better place. Four matches left. The down pair lost, so yeah, we are cooked. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Yeah, clean cut of 6-1. Oh man, I mean I still would have had to win my last round, just that like you can't just, it's impossible to chalk every single loss up to bad variants. Like at some point, if it's happening frequently enough, like yes, losses do happen, but at some point you have to like frequently, if it's happening frequently enough, you gotta be like, is it either like you think is the deck how it's built right now going to do that frequently? And if it is, if just how the deck has to be built to be successful, it's going to be inconsistent, then that's why like some sillier decks can't be viable. It's because they're going to have more bad hands in a deck like Miraidon or Mew or anything else up here near the top. I am pretty surprised to see Mascara just totally crumbled, but Zoro box. I get 5 and 2 with Zoro. Your Lugias are equal. Yeah, we probably take out Licky and put something else in, but I have to test the Zard mashup more. Oh, you scooped to Salty, nice. Means my deck is bad, dang. Yeah, if I'm equal to Robin, what does that make me? Dang. I mean I didn't say that you did, it's just like if it happens frequently with a deck, like I'm just saying like shouldn't be a ton of variance with like if you find yourself like I'm just talking about in general, not targeted at any direct person. If you're having to frequently use that excuse of like I lost to variance, and like then it might be time to switch something up. Robin is goated. Oh yeah, for sure, XYZ, absolutely for certain. Like I'm not like saying that like you're like, I'm just like, I'm speaking in general here. I have I'm sure there'll be a few viewers later who come back and watch the VOD, so I'm talking to them too, of course, not just the 17 of you here or whatever. Just a deck building / strategy tip of the day with a Blitzel. Because it is super easy to blame bad luck, because then you don't have to change anything about yourself, about your deck. You can just like say, oop, bad bad matchup, bad luck, whatever. We'll do better next time. But like, I can say like, oh yeah, on paper, deck, certain deck beats everything. But yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this, but Hex Burnet. One Burnet is the optimal Burnet count. Like, I think like the only card in this list that probably could be cut is Lickitung. I think every other card is optimal. I think even you, Ditto. And you probably could cut Lickitung for second Great Ball, or yeah. Ditto was good one time today. It's like really good if you open it. Maybe you just like play second Ditto over Tongue. I don't know. Yeah, Ditto's not insane, honestly. Like you could probably cut if you wanted to, just fourth Lugia, second Great Ball. But Block Lux is definitely good. Luxray is definitely good. Quad Ditto? Nah. I think that one Burnet is fine. Like, you never won a Burnet twice in one game, and you're not going to prize it that often. And like, you're not using Burnet every game, so like, I don't want to play multiple copies of a card I'm not going to always be using. Like, if I'm playing multiple copies of a card, I want it to be a card like Great Ball or Nest Ball, something that's like almost always going to be good. No, I'm rolling so I'm just drawing so hot that like I don't ever need Burnet. that's the dream. But the memes, okay, sure. Joss wins. One match left. Be Robin sets. No. Oh, Robin. There is a tournament 605. Do I run it back? Do I take a little break here and I come back at 6? One card go. Oh yeah, that's gonna be pretty silly. Yeah, I only play Lugia on stream. I don't play the deck anywhere else. I mean, seeing people talking about Iron Hands Lugia, like it makes sense. Like maybe you play like a couple basic lightning energies, like you have a powerful engine that could load up Iron Hands, and it has discard synergy, so maybe it works. I don't know. Without playing it, I can't say for certain, but probably has some sort of potential. Probably only because Iron Hands is like cracked. I mean, yeah, like maybe you can play Water Energy to be able to use Alcor's turn, because you do have lots of colorless in most of your attack costs. Well, there's that new card from Paradox, that discard search for 2. So it's like as discard synergy, it can be like a thin at worst. That is definitely a tough thing to do, because it's like so easy to just get super triggered when things go wrong. I mean everybody's responsible for it. Everybody wants to win every single game, and inevitably everyone's gonna mess up, but yeah, definitely getting super tilted over errors is like not the way to go though. Okay, come on, can you just finish so I can see what place I got? I mean, please. I mean, we all know Urshi beats LTB anyway, so like, let's just call it here, guys, right now. Alright, well, best of luck in cut, Salty Stick. You got this. Free dub, for sure. You're in kind of a roll here. You got top 8 at Doom. Second at Kitchen. San Antonio's not ready. The world's not ready. I wrecked my top 8 streak. Oh wait, of 1. Never mind. I was on kind of a cold streak there for a bit with Goo. Oh, this was last week. That was so tragic. 3-0. Lost 3-0. Tragic. All right. There we go. 11th place. I beat Robin though, so it's a dub. My Lugia deck is confirmed better. Yes, GG. Block live unsubscribing. All right. All right. See ya. Bye, Robin. All right. Well, I'm gonna call this stream here, guys. Best of luck in top cut against a Giratina Salty Steak, and I might be back for the stream later tonight. I'll drop in the Discord if I'm going to be streaming or not, but I appreciate y'all for showing up, for sticking with me instead of a Peoria, and I'll either be back tomorrow or be back later today, and I'll just see you guys next time.